Um, we're here. We're here. We're here, guys. You know what this is about? It's about the seal. It's about the seal, guys. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Please hit that like button. Hit that like button. Subscribe. Hit that like button. Subscribe, guys. You know what we're here for. Well, we are back, and this is where things get very real. This is where we now go into the second leg, the deciding legs. Juve against FC Porto, 2-1 down. In a good position, they know what they have to do. Sevilla against Dortmund, I cannot wait for that game. All I pray for is that we have everyone fit, and Dortmund has everyone fit. I think that Sevilla Dortmund game is going to be freaking insane. Liverpool. Liverpool's only chance of getting back in this competition is winning this competition because of the events that have just taken place with them recently. So they've got Leipzig, they're 2-0 up. And of course, Barcelona against PSG. You know, that's our main topic. That'll be our main one, and we're going to build up to that. So we're going to be focusing on these 4 games, putting these things down, and we've got our big time panels. We're going to try and get in here as soon as possible. So guys, remember, man, as I said again, like the vid, subscribe, have your phone. Please interact. I will be looking in the live chat to see who is interacting, who's not interacting, and posting in any videos. And remember, guys, any super chats you send, I will get to those super chats. Don't worry, I have my super chats panel right here. I promise you, I will not miss any of your super chats. When we have a little break in the discussion, I will refer to your super chats. I will not miss them, I promise you. So guys, look, man, let's start with Dortmund against Sevilla. Let's start there. Let's start with Dortmund against Sevilla. If Sevilla hadn't scored that second goal, Dortmund would be in a very great position right now. But I think if you're a neutral, a football fan or so forth, it sets things up supremely well. And here's my thing. I've already filmed my preview, my pre-match analysis. That will drop tonight for the members, and both things will drop Monday evening for the rest of the channel. So what I alluded to in my preview was this is dependent on Dortmund and the players that they have. So if everybody is fit for Dortmund, we're going to have a great game. And I think Dortmund may edge it. They may edge it. If they don't have Haaland or Sancho or any of these dudes, I truly fear for what Dortmund can do, and I think I give Sevilla the edge. So I'm going to come first to Raheem because I've already talked about it. You will see what I say in my preview, but this is for you guys to give your thoughts. So, Rahimski, how long has it been, man?
Oh man, it's been a while. It's good to be back, HH.
So what compelled you? So what's compelled you to get back into the Hangouts life, man?
Yeah, man. I've always been an ardent listener. I thought, I've been on the Hangouts for so many years. I thought it was time to kind of just put my cap down.
So no, because obviously, like there must be a lot of so for people who may be new listening and so forth, Rahimski goes way back, and I mean this from the time when we even began the Hangouts. Like, so I think you're actually part of like the first school, the first year.
Yeah, man, it was a good time, and I've still been listening all these years, even though I haven't been on. But yeah. I just figured I'd step in.
Yeah, okay. So Rams. So look, man. Let's get talking. So Dortmund, Sevilla 3-2 down. Dortmund 3-2 up. Sevilla would need like a 2-0 because 1-0 they'd still go out because of the away goal rule. So right. So 2-0 obviously they would need that. So do you favor Sevilla or do you view Dortmund? How do you view this?
Well, I like to look at what we have on record recently, and obviously a lot of us have seen the Bayern and the Dortmund game. What a heartbreaking game, man! I mean, let's be honest. I will get to your question, HH, but just to build up on it, Dortmund they were effective at goal scoring opportunities that mostly came from long shots in that game, and they're good at finishing. But the problem was they lost possession way too often, and they gave away a lot of free kicks around the box. Now, like normally Sevilla is not a pacey team. They're a slow, methodical La Liga kind of team, right? But they're pretty good from set pieces as well. So if Dortmund are going to give away a lot of possession, and if they're going to give away free kicks around the box again, like they did against Bayern, I think Sevilla can nick a win here. What I think is actually going to happen is that Dortmund's pace will just be too much for Sevilla to handle. These Bundesliga teams, they tend to just throw a lot of their stamina and a lot of their ability in the beginning of the game. And I think that'll just be too much for Sevilla to handle.
So if Haaland is injured, let's look at Haaland, because he came off well with a little bit of an injury against Bayern. Do Dortmund have a chance if Haaland isn't there? Or do you think they don't stand a chance without Haaland?
Dortmund, I mean, their main goal scoring outlet is Haaland, right? So if they can't, if Haaland's not going to play, then I mean, I guess their other outlets would be Thorgan Hazard and Sancho and Kahn.
Thorgan Hazard.
That's right. So I don't see them nicking a win if their goals. Like, let's be honest, Haaland isn't the most talented player on the ball, but what he's incredible at is finishing. And,
very good. He's a clinical finisher.
Right, and what wins games in the Champions League? It's how clinical you are, how effective you are, right? So I don't give Dortmund a prayer if Haaland's not playing, to be fair with you.
So okay, but I don't want to. Okay, no, we'll come back to scores after. Let's just get everyone's reading of the game before we go to predictions. So, Mo, how do you read this game, Dortmund Sevilla?
To be honest, it's gonna be crazy. There's no doubt about that. I don't see how Sevilla go through, though. I think they give it a hell of a shot, but I don't see them winning by 2. They may win by 1.
What if Haaland is missing? Would you then give Sevilla a bigger chance?
Even if Haaland is missing, like if Dortmund find a way to nick an early goal through Sancho, Royce, whatever the case may be, or even a set piece, Sevilla would have to score 3, basically. And I just don't see Sevilla scoring 3. The problem with Sevilla, I feel like, is often enough the occasion gets too big for them. Mentally, they seem weak whenever there is a big game. You look at the second leg versus Barca in the Copa del Rey. You look at the first leg versus Dortmund. Sometimes the occasion gets too big for them. They have like this inferiority complex when they face bigger teams.
But see, here's my thing, Mozart. My thing is, isn't it high time that Sevilla now play with the big boys? How long have they've already done the Europa League thing. You've had so many trophies. When do they finally make the step up and actually become a Champions League team?
My problem with Sevilla, and they're starting to fix this over the past few years, they changed their squad a lot. I don't know what their president's name is, whoever he is. He likes to make a lot of transfers. Like, okay, I'm going to buy Wassim Ben Yedder. I'm going to sell Wassim Ben Yedder. I'm going to sign Gamero. I'm going to sell Gamero. Like, he keeps changing, especially in the attack. So there's never consistency in the lineup.
Gamero was trash, by the way. Gamero was trash.
Okay, yeah, but for Sevilla, he was decent, to be fair. But, like, regardless of Gamero specifically, like, you look at their lineup, there's never a consistent starting 11 for, like, multiple seasons in a row. And you need the team to have this kind of consistency to gel, to build chemistry. And for the longest time, they didn't have that. They're starting to build like some chemistry over the past few seasons. Because like I even read that Lopetegi, when he signed for Sevilla, like his condition was, I want to be like in charge of the transfers because I want to have a consistent squad. I don't want to keep changing my lineup every year. So that was, and as I said, they're starting to fix that. But are they there yet? I don't think so. I think give them like next year, maybe the year after, they'll be able to challenge on a higher level. But I just don't seem like they did give themselves a chance by scoring that late goal in the first leg, but I don't see them winning by 2 goals. To be honest,
No,
we're not giving scorelines now.
No, not yet. We're just having a read of things. So, Osuna, what about you? So, do you echo Mo's point that Sevilla don't really have the kind of cutting edge or the quality needed to take things to the next level in the Champions League, even if they're playing a Dortmund team that can be beaten and have a soft center? And you would say that Sevilla, based on what this team has achieved, should be favorites beating them, or do you really say that Dortmund still have the edge over them in this game? Osasuna.
Hello. Sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't hear you call my name. So Dortmund and Sevilla. So I'll talk about Sevilla first. Sevilla are struggling right now. They're not in great form. Actually, that's a lie. They were in great form, but recently they just lost twice to Barcelona and to Elche. That's it. Um,
Elche?
yeah, they lost to Elche. It's bad.
Okay.
I think Sancho being out is not too bad. It's not horrible. They're already up 3-2, and it's going to be more on the defensive side of things tomorrow or on Tuesday, I think it is. So I think that's not going to be too much of a problem since the real Hazard, he can easily replace him,
Relax.
right? And so I think with Dortmund having not many players out, Haaland still being able to score, I think Sevilla's lack of defensive cover right now, just their defensive ability, is not going to help them, and they're going to concede at least 2. And I think that Sevilla and Dortmund also just look completely like they start games well and then they feather out, just like most teams in the Bundesliga. Like I think most teams, I think the most goals in the last 10 minutes comes from the Bundesliga because teams get tired fast. So I think.
So are you saying that if Sevilla were to approach this, they should be conservative?
They should
rather than go out and attack and get the early goal.
Well, they have to get some kind of early goal, right? So I don't know if you want to do that whether by attacking or by actually or by sitting back and going on the counter. But you know that Dortmund is going to leave space because they always leave space. So I think what you need to do as Sevilla is start with a defensive strategy that relies on counterattacks, and then as the game slowly progresses and as Dortmund starts to get frustrated, then you start hitting them back. But I think that's just not going to work because Haaland is going to find a way to score.
Okay,
so I say
on Haaland, if Haaland doesn't play, Dortmund just don't still stand a chance.
Well, depends on how well they defend then. If they defend well, then absolutely. If not, then they're going to get battered. So I think Haaland will play, and my score prediction is
Not yet. We'll do score predictions after. So we're just getting brief reading of the game. Abdul, just briefly, thoughts on how you think this will play out.
I think it's going to be a game very much like the first game. The thing that makes Dortmund the team that they are this season, it's they are very clinical. In the first leg against Sevilla, I only think they had 5 shots on target, and 3 of them were goals. So if they don't have Haaland, it's going to be a massive blow because they're not. Haaland is what makes them clinical. The guy, he can score from every angle, every direction, every situation. He can, it amazes me. Some of the angles that he can score from is crazy.
The guy's he's an amazing finisher, man. He's an amazing striker.
Man. I think if they don't have him, they're gonna struggle because Dortmund haven't been great defensively. So I definitely think that despite Sevilla's strongest point not being the attack, I think they can definitely score a couple of goals on Dortmund. So the question is going to be whether or not Haaland is fit and ready. Because if he is, I think it's going to be a game with a lot of goals. But I think Dortmund will come up on top. Even though they might lose the game, I think those 3 away goals, they're going to do them a lot of good in the second leg.
All right. Zima, talk to me.
Yeah, when it comes to Sevilla, I would say that their back 4 is sus, and they do have defensive frailty problems. Considering that Lopetegui likes to use Koundé, he likes to use Koundé in more of an adventurous role if their attack isn't doing well. And I could definitely see Dortmund exposing that. I could see Marco Reus getting behind that defense. And I feel like they don't really have any attacking substance at all to really cause problems for them. Papi Gomez, lately he hasn't been performing well. You have Rakitic who can't do 90 minutes of intense game. And then you have Oliver Torres who has creativity, but he's not necessarily a finisher. And De Jong hasn't been performing well. Suso is good. He's decent, but
So do you start De Jong and Nesri, or do you start Nesri, or do you start just De Jong then?
I think Nesri offers more than De Jong. De Jong is the type of guy you bring in at the last half. He's there.
They started Nesri in the first leg. He didn't do much, and it was actually De Jong who they then brought on, who then got the goal.
Yeah, exactly. That's where De Jong really shines. It's that you bring him in the 20th minute and then you put in crosses. You don't start him in the beginning because this guy he doesn't have enough energy to keep up with the pressing. Because I think in this game, Lopetegui is probably going to go with a high press, and I don't think De Jong suits that. He's not mobile enough to press as much as Al Nasri is. So and Suso is going to have to step up. And they also have a Campos coming back, but the question is how fit is he? I don't think he's fit enough to really cause problems. I mean, this guy is still he's coming back from what a 3 week, 4 week, a month injury,
and missing a penalty as well.
Yeah, missing a penalty, which didn't make sense. He shouldn't have taken the penalty. He just came back. But yeah, he didn't. He's not back to his rhythm, and he's their talisman. And I don't think they have enough going forward, and I don't think defensively they're solid. So when it comes to Dortmund, they don't necessarily have to win this game. It's not about winning. It's about making it to the next round. And they don't need Haaland as much because all they have to do is just make sure that they don't have to become defensively solid. That's not what Dortmund is. They don't have to worry about that. The thing is, Sevilla is going to have to show up. So for me, I do think they have a great chance of making it through, in general.
Okay. Wilton, talk to me. General thoughts on the game.
General thoughts. I do think that Dortmund's going to win this game. Sevilla, a bunch of absolute bums, giving Barcelona hopes to win the season.
So basically, you're coming at this as a salty Madrid fan.
But yeah, no, I'm not. It's all facts. But I do think Dortmund's gonna win this game. And by the way, Haaland is actually playing. They confirm he's gonna play that game. So because Sevilla, yes, obviously they can, but I just don't think it's gonna be very difficult. Yes, Dortmund lost to Bayern yesterday, but that's because Bayern were really pressing them so highly. But
and also Bayern are an amazing team as well.
And Bayern are amazing. I was about to just say that. But Sevilla, you absolute choke artist bum. I hope Erling Haaland rapes the living crap out of them.
Whoa. Okay, all right. Okay. We'll be back to you for a break, man. Relax. Hassan, general thoughts, man.
Yeah, man. Sevilla will try push for the win in this second leg. But I don't see them keeping out Haaland or Sancho or Zad in this game. So I think it'll be a draw, to be honest. But it'll be a really entertaining game, like the first leg. But I think it'll be a draw.
All right. LB, talk to me. Thoughts?
Yeah. Wilton just mentioned that Haaland's going to play, but I don't think it's a question of whether he's going to play. Is he going to be restricted or not? Because I think Dortmund are going to have to rely on Haaland to score a couple of the goals. With that being said, I don't think it's beyond impossible for Sevilla to win. This competition has shown that miracles can happen. But if I was to give a prediction, I still think Dortmund would win. Because they just have too much quality and too much experience in the competition.
Ahmad, general thoughts on the game? Ahmad, Mr. PSG. All right, other things about. So let me just hit this. So this is from Undisputed. Thank you, Undisputed, for the dub. Thank you, Undisputed, for the dub. Who says, looking at all the players out from COVID, the empty stadiums and everything else happening in the world, I have to ask, does this season even count? Undisputed is a Liverpool fan. Undisputed is a Liverpool fan.
I agree.
As a Liverpool fan, that is a useless loser's way of viewing things. This counts even more because of that bum-ass comment you just made. So even more so, this season will actually count as double. Triple if you push me. So Liverpool, you relax and chill. Shout out to Mario Lemina. Shout out to Fulham Football Club. I repeat again, it is the Field of Anne, which is now the YMCA, not Liverpool's home. Let's take some score predictions. Undisputed. So sorry, Rahimski. 3-2 is the aggregate score. What is this? Just tell me the don't tell me everyone. Just tell me the score in this match.
The score in this match, I could see 2-1 to Dortmund.
Oh wow! Mm-hmm. Dortmund wins 2-1. Okay. Mo, talk to me. Score.
I think Royce is going to be the key for this one. I think he's going to be able to unlock that Sevilla defense, and that's why I'm going to say it. And Damn, it's hard, man. I'm gonna say Sevilla win it 2-1, but don't go through.
And don't go through. Okay. Osasuna.
If it comes to the last minute and Sevilla need one more goal, Luke de Jong is going to score it. But if not, I say something like 2-1 Dortmund.
2-1 Dortmund. Okay.
Yep.
Wow. See, I want to see whether anyone will give the dub to Sevilla. Abdul, talk to me. Score.
3-1 Sevilla.
I'm trying to work that out. So, do they go through then?
Yeah, they go through. That make it 5-3. 5-4, sorry.
5-4. 5-4. Oh, yeah, 5-4. 5-4. Okay. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Z-Man,
and I
talk
can
to
tell
me.
you why quickly. That's because Sevilla, they got pedigree in Europe, man. And Dortmund, there's some
Pedigree.
butters, man.
Wait, pedal what?
What pedigree? No.
Europa
You have
League.
Europa
League
pedigree isn't the same as CL
Nah,
pedigree.
bro, they got okay. All right. Let me rephrase. They got knockout competition pedigree.
Abdul, what the hell
Europa
are you
League.
smoking, man? No, that's what the hell does that mean of the knockouts? No, they have Europa pedigree. They don't have CL pedigree. They've not earned their spurs in CL. So them having this is a whole different ballgame. If anything, Dortmund have more Champions League pedigree than Sevilla.
Yeah.
They've
But bro,
won
you
the
can't-
Champions
you can't-
League and they've been to a final.
Yeah, but you can't be counting out Lopetegui like you can't be disrespecting Lopetegui like that, bro.
We're not.
It's not disrespect. Earn your stripes.
Nah, bro, because the Dortmund's manager he's not even a manager, bro. How is he gonna get schooled twice?
Who won the first leg? They won the first leg. So at that point, Lopetegui needs to chill and he needs to prove himself. But they won the first leg, so they need to chill. All right, Zima, talk to me. Score.
Yeah, so Sevilla aren't good enough. I choose 3-1 Dortmund. Yeah.
3-1 Dortmund. Okay. Wilton?
Sevilla an embarrassment to La Liga, so I'm gonna say 2-1 Borussia Dortmund because Sevilla Lopetegui. I'm so happy we fire you, absolute moron. You clown. You had one job.
Hassan,
and
can
you
you
couldn't do it.
Can you
2-1
please,
Dortmund.
Hassan? Thank you,
Yeah,
Hassan.
2-2. Dortmund go free. The real Zard will show up. The real Zard.
Hassan, mute your mic, man. Mute your mic. Fulham. LB.
2-1 to Dortmund. Haaland to score 2 goals.
Ooh. And is Ahmad back? Okay, he's not back.
Back
All right.
PSG.
Okay. So let's now go to the big one right now. So I said again, this guy is my goat. I don't care when one says he's my goat. Cristiano, nobody cares how many Serie titles you win. No one cares how many Coppa Italias you win. No one cares about your underwear, adverts, and so forth. Nobody cares about your perfume or your museum. The only reason why you're here is to deliver the Champions League. As much as I would love a post-match stream celebration of Cristiano getting knocked out by FC Porto, unfortunately, it's not going to happen. Juve are going through. This is not where it ends. It may end at the quarters, it may even end in the semis. But this is not where it ends. Juventus, I feel, will have too much quality and will be too focused and will be able to take out FC Porto. So before we even go into scores and so forth, let me even get a reading of the room. And this is going to be a very simple question. Do Juventus get knocked out by FC Porto? Yes or no? So before you even give me a score, do you believe Juve will get knocked out by FC Porto? I say hell no. No, they don't get knocked out. Rahimski.
Do you want the long or the short answer?
Long answer.
Okay, well, I'll give you the short first. The short is no, but there's a reason for this. So Porto they've won at both half times and full time, like 5 out of their last 6 matches in the Champions League. They literally have won 5 of their last 6 matches in the Champions League. But the reason I'm saying Juve is because things seem to be reverting right now. Porto they're dropping form. Like for instance, they're losing 0-3 to Braga, and the score could have been 0-5. But an early red card actually balanced the match, and they ended up losing 2-3. So because of Juve gaining a little confidence in the league right now, I'd probably go for a Juve win.
Okay. Mo, do Juve get knocked out?
Look, Porto in the first leg, they played a perfect game up until the last 10 minutes.
And then the
Once
F-top with that goal.
Once they conceded that away goal, they were
Over.
knocked out of the Champions League.
Yep. That was the goal.
For
That was the
me,
goal.
exactly. For me, and to be honest, I give Juve some credit for sticking with it and getting that important goal in that game, even though they were trash, but they still found a way to score. So for me, no way can do Porto go through in this. I'm sorry, no disrespect. I disrespected them before the first leg by predicting I don't know where I predicted, but I thought it was going to be an easy first leg for Juve. So again, no disrespect to Porto, but no chance.
Osasuna, man.
I don't know much about Porto. I don't watch the Portuguese league. Where the only time I've seen them this season was against Juve in that first leg, and they looked in solid outfit. But I can't exactly give you a pattern based on what I think Porto, just on one match, right? So I think if I look at Juventus, I think that is Cristiano going to play for this game? Because he didn't play this in the weekend.
No. He was rested. He will play.
Oh, he was rested. Okay.
Yeah.
So Cristiano's playing. Here's the thing. Juventus, as long as you don't play the way they did in the first leg, they should win the game, all right? Because that was some garbage football there. Like that. Honestly, I've never seen a top European team play much worse than that, except, ironically, Barcelona against Juventus. So you have, as long as the midfield works and the midfield functions, I think that Morata and Cristiano can bring Porto down. But it's not going to be, just the most straightforward thing, right? It's not going to be an easy 3-0. I think it will genuinely be a struggle. I think Porto will even score as well. So it's going to be a complicated game. But I think that Juventus will go through.
Abdul, do they get knocked out? Does Cristiano get knocked out, yes or no?
If Penaldo plays, I think they're going to get knocked out. I'm just joking, bro. Relax before all you CR7 fanboys start crying. What's it called? The thing is, if you've seen the exits the last couple of years to Lyon and Ajax, people were saying the exact same thing about Ajax and Lyon that they're saying about Porto now. Open your eyes. Just because Juventus are this big team, big name team, doesn't make them invincible, bro. These the problem with the Juventus has become the same problem as Barca's. They are over reliant on Ronaldo in the attack when he plays, especially in the CL, because it's Mr. Champions League. So of course they don't take risks. They just pass. Where's Ronaldo? Look up. Where's Ronaldo? And actually, to be honest, this season,
he hasn't scored the away goal in the first
leg,
the crucial goal.
That's true. But the thing is, I actually highly rate Morata this season. He's been really good for Juventus. And I feel like when they play Morata and Ronaldo at the same time, it takes away from Morata. It's tough to predict because it's not straightforward because everyone predicted that they would go through against Lyon. They didn't. Everyone predicted they would go through against Ajax. They didn't. So should we learn from history and say they aren't going through? They're actually in a worse situation now than they were against Ajax because they beat Ajax away and then they lost at home. Man,
So it's simple yes or no. Do they get knocked out by FC Porto?
Yes.
Z-Man. Do they get knocked out? It's a yes or no. Does Cristiano get? Does he get knocked out?
No. This is not the game for him to get knocked out. I'm waiting for that Man City or Bayern. But no, he's not. They're not going to get knocked out by Porto. Porto ruling it with the away goal. So they're coming back home. And the thing is, with Pirlo, is he going to start Ramsey or Morata? Because he started them in the weekend. So I don't know if he's going to start them because last game he didn't start them. So in terms of this game, I do think that Juve just have too much firepower and they have the home field. So of course they're going to make it through.
But people will say, well, because I do believe what you're saying. But people say, well, they had the same firepower against Ajax screwed up, same firepower against Lyon screwed up, and that was just last year against Lyon. So what makes this different?
Yeah, with Ajax, it was a special Ajax team. With Lyon, Lyon had somewhat of I would say they had better chemistry and they came in with the right tactical sense. And with Lyon, I kind of felt like they they didn't have like Leon had more creativity going forward, and for me, I don't think Porto have that in essence. So and plus this is their home. So they're bound to do better. As much as everyone wants to claim that this might be another Ajax, this might be another Lyon, I think they have more than enough. It's Pirlo. If they mess up, I guarantee it's going to be a down to Pirlo setup. It's going to be down to Pirlo setup.
Wilson, does Christina get knocked out?
So because there's so many evidence to say that he's not gonna get knocked out. He's gonna get knocked out. I mean, I think Juve wins this. I do think they win this because he was rested over the weekend, like you guys said, and plus more.
So he'll be fresh.
Yeah, because I don't see how Pirlo can screw this up because you need to win this. You better play your strong 11 because I don't see how you can mess around with the team. I think Juve is going to win this. I could be wrong because we saw evidence they lost to Ajax and Lyon, so I could be. But to be fair, but this is the sick thing about it. Cristiano can show up and score goals and they still lose,
which is done, yeah,
like which has been done before.
Scored the goals against Ajax, they went out. Scored the only goal against Lyon, they went out. But do you have more belief in Morata and Chiesa because they've not had them in the 2 previous years? They got knocked out. So do you think Morata and Chiesa may be the 2 guys that can, hey, you know what, Cristiano, we've got your back, man. We can G up as well.
I think so because they who scored the away goal for Juve?
Chiesa.
So Chiesa scored the first goal, like the away goal. So even though Juve played like completely trash in that first leg, they got that away goal. And plus, to be fair with Morata, I'm pretty sure he's Juve top scorer in the Champions League this season so far. So yeah, I think Juve has strong enough firepower to beat Porto. If they don't, I'm not gonna be surprised, but I'm gonna pick Juve slightly 2 edges because they have Mr. Champions League on their team.
Hassan, does Christina get thrown out of this competition?
Nah, bro. I think they'll go through. I mean, I know it'll look good, but Porto, they did their best in the first leg, but Juve were trash.
Why did they concede that away goal? For what reason? Why couldn't you just win 2-0?
Bro, it should have been 3-0, but they bricked it. But I still think Morata will come clutch. Okay, when he came on in the first leg, he looked good. Chiesa will come clutch. I think they'll win 2-0. But he ain't going out to Porto, bro.
Boo! Yay! LB, does Listiano get thrown out of this competition?
I'm sorry to say HH, but I don't think he's going to be thrown out, at least on this occasion.
Loser.
I don't think Juventus are going to get knocked out 3 years running by, I wouldn't say like a second grade side, but like, you know what I mean. And especially having this leg or this match in Turin, the crib, Juventus are too strong there. So yeah, I think they'll win.
Ahmad, does Listiano Ronaldo get thrown out of this CL competition by FC Porto?
Yes, I think they're going out. I believe in my fellow Iranian to score a hat-trick against them. So
wait, and who is this? Who is this Iranian?
He scored the first goal, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Brilliant goal.
Look, Ahmad, if you have to call him up or something, man, just tell this dude that, look, every year I need this injected into this whole thing. I don't want this guy touching that trophy. He's arrogant, he's self-serving, and he's got a very smarmy face. So please call your Iranian friend and say, please get this dub. That's all I'm asking for. So
no, but I think there's a good chance of Porto going through. Like when I watch Juventus,
Ahmad, they consider Ahmad, if they won 2-0, they got a chance. Now let's keep it real. As soon as Chiesa scored, they effed up. They screwed up. So all these guys need is a freaking 1-0 win, man.
No, but the thing is, when you watch Juventus in the league, they're so inconsistent. Sometimes against the big teams, they have a fantastic game, like they did against Lazio or Milan. And then you watch the smaller teams, they drew all the time. So for me, I don't trust in Pirlo to go through. I think if they're just inconsistent like they are this season, they have a very good chance of going out. So yeah, I believe in my Iranian, and I think Juventus will go out. And I said it even before the first tie, they will go out.
Look, let's do scores. So Rahimski, what score do you have for this game, man?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna go for a 2-0 Juve. I think Juve are too strong at home. As a lot of you guys know, the Juventus pitch is notoriously smaller than a lot of the pitches in Europe, especially Porto's last game. So
Okay,
I
but
think
Ramsky, no, this is the key thing. Is there a penalty in this game?
I do believe that there will be a penalty, and the reason I'll say that is because there was over 15 fouls committed by both teams actually in last game, and I think it's gonna play out the same way. It's gonna be cagey. There's gonna be a lot of fouls. Juve are gonna dominate aerially, and I think they'll score a penalty and they'll score from a set piece.
I'm gonna say this right now. You can call me childish or so forth in live chats. I don't give a damn. If Juventus score a penalty and they win the Champions League, it won't count. There'll be an asterisk. It will only count Cristiano.
Oh, man, the hatred.
If you can only the Champions League will only count if you win it without scoring a penalty in the whole thing. Now that is your dot. Win it without scoring a penalty because no. Let me say this right now. If you dive, remember he tried to dive for a penalty in the first leg. If you score a penalty in this, I'm not counting this Champions League. So that's the rule. Okay, one says. Mo, give me your score.
You said you respected Robin for diving against Mexico. What double standards?
Because and also Robin is a better player, and yes, World Cup as well. He's a better player. And also, he was doing it for his country, so it's different. Mo, give me a score. Give me a score.
Oh man, I don't understand why you hate Cristiano so much. Anyways, I'm gonna say
because he stole a goat's name. Call yourself Cristiano. Why? No. Okay, look, I'll give it to you, but it's just very simple. He's smarmy. He's not that good. He's arrogant. When I type Ronaldo into Google or Bing, I want to see the real Ronaldo. Why do I have to see this dude in the first 20, 90 images? I don't want to have to type Ronaldo 9. No, I want to just type Ronaldo and see proper Ronaldo. But this loser is flooding my Bing image search results and stuff.
He's eye candy for the ladies. That's why he comes up.
Then go into softcore porn. All right, more. Talk to me. Give me a score.
Oh god, just for what you just said, HH. I'm gonna say Juve win it 3-0 and Cristiano scores a hat trick.
But I tell you, like the guy is annoying because I'm like, because he just keeps on bloody scoring, man. That's it. It's just because every time I just turn him and I just say. He just fucking dick. Scoreline, man.
3-0.
Oh yeah, so Osasuna scoreline. Osasuna.
Yo. I say 2-1. It's going to go to penalties. So there will be 10 penalties, not just one. There will be 10 penalties, and I think that Juventus will go through on penalties.
Interesting. Ahmad, scoreline.
2-1 to Porto. Tottenham brace.
Yeah, I mean, even if I know that won't happen, Ahmad, if that happens, man, I am sending you bottles, bro. I don't know where you live. I'm going to Sweden. I'm sending you bottles, bro. I mean, I don't know whether I've got to become Abba. I will send you bottles in Stockholm, Sweden. Abdul, give me a scoreline.
1-1. They're going to be pushing for the second goal all game, and they're going to get hit on the counter.
Inject. Wilton.
I'm gonna go 3-1 Juve, Cristiano hat trick, or I believe Cristiano brace or more. I think Morata and Cristiano are gonna really help Juve winning this game. Wait, it's just. By the way, none of Cristiano Ronaldo teammates or I would say Juventus fan, they don't call him Ronaldo. They actually call him Cristiano. It's mostly the fanboys that calls him Ronaldo. And my other thing is, so 2012 since Chelsea won on penalty shootout, does that Champions League not count?
No, that counts because of degree of difficulty. Okay. Cristiano calls himself the GOAT. If you're the GOAT, you can't win this by scoring a penalty. I'm sorry, I can't count it. I'm sorry. If you get a penalty in this, I'm not counting it. Score a goal from open play. You are forced to those goals shouldn't count. You're the greatest, you're the greatest goal scorer in the world. If you're the greatest goal scorer in the world, score from open play. Don't score a penalty.
I don't think he's ever called himself the GOAT, to be fair.
Yes, he
People call
has.
him the GOAT.
If you go to Cristiano, he will call himself the GOAT. All I'm saying is that score a goal from open play. I'm not counting penalties.
Messi has more penalties this year than Ronaldo.
Penalties are actually hard to score. Tell Manchester City that they don't know how to score penalties. So penalties are actually hard to score. By the way,
Hassan, give me a score.
1-0 Juve, 90 plus 8 minutes stoppage time. Cristiano stepped off a penalty. Top right corner.
Let me say this right now. If he scores like in 95th minute, if I see it's 4 minutes added on time, and he dives in the 95th minute, I'm breaking this TV. I will break this TV. If this guy scores at the 95th, but it's plus 4 minutes added on time as a penalty, then I was like, you know what? Then screw you.
HH.
LB, what's up?
How angry were you when Ronaldo scored that penalty against Juve in 2018?
I was probably almost as angry as Buffon, actually. I was probably almost as angry as Buffon because that was very annoying. Because it should have gone into extra time.
That wasn't a penalty.
Of course not. LB, talk to me. Give me
Zidane luck.
3-1 to Juventus. Don't jump the gun, HH. I still think that they're not going to win the Champions League, but they'll go through the next round. 3-1 to Juventus.
Z-Man, talk to me.
HH, this isn't the place to be wishing for Cristiano Ronaldo to get knocked out. This is
who said I was wishing for him to get knocked out? I think he's the GOAT, man.
No, you want him against Bayern or Man City. That's where you want him. Those are the key games that you want him in. I mean, that's what you really want, and you clearly don't understand how your power works. You should know how your power works by now. That's not how Jinx works. You know this too. No. Your power works.
See, that's why I've already accepted that Juve are through. I've already accepted they're through. FC Porto, you absolute losers because you conceded as soon as Kaiser scored. I said, okay, FC Porto, thanks, but now just get knocked out, move out. Let's get these guys out of here in the quarters or the semis, preferably the quarters, because the closer he gets to the final, the more worry it gets. So the sooner he gets knocked out, the better. But fine. So give me a score. What score are you saying?
I'm saying 3-1. Morata scores, Cristiano Ronaldo scores, and you're going to get abused on Twitter for that. 3-1.
Okay, all right. Look, okay, so let's just see these super shades, man. So from Undisputed, from Yasser side, who says, HH, please share the image I sent you in your DMs. Thank you. Side again says, Hassan, haha, enjoy the CL while you can. Laugh out loud. Liverpool
When's the
fans.
last time you won a CL? Huh?
That's a very good point, but was that like 1970? Yes, side again says, wonder who LFC will draw in the UEFA Conference League. Yes, said that's harsh. That is harsh. That's very harsh. Last year, Laid again says, so Zizou's goal in 06 doesn't count because it was a penalty. It counts because it was a World Cup final and he's Zidane. Because he's a better player, it counts. If you're a better player and if you're a horseman and it's a World Cup final, it counts. If you call yourself the GOAT when you're not truly the GOAT, penalties don't count.
He also scored 2 goals in the He scored 2 goals in the open play. He scored 2 goals in open play in 98.
Go score like Cristiano Ronaldo, you absolute penalty.
Wait, didn't Cristiano score 2 goals in the Champions League? He did score. He scored 2 goals in the 2017 Champions League.
Yeah, whatever.
Like that goal I just want to ask you a simple yes or no question. I just want to ask you a simple yes or no question.
Go for it. Yeah.
Do you admit that you're using double standards?
Slightly, yes. Slightly, yes.
There's no slightly. Either yes or no. A hard yes or a hard no.
Slightly. Just slightly. So, oh god. Okay. Let me just share this image that Yesterday said that I should send, and this is offensive. This is really offensive. And Yesterday, you should feel ashamed of doing this. So he shows this. This is fine. Nothing wrong with this. Do you see how sick United fans are?
Oh my
Do
god.
you see how sick these guys are?
Yeah.
You should
What
feel ashamed
the
of
hell?
yourselves, man. Okay, enjoy Thursday nights, man. Enjoy Thursday nights. So, guys, Hassan, man, well, we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk. So, guys, I need to share an image with you guys because I think this image helps to. It's to do with this. It may not be CL, but it's also to do with the CL. So I need to share an image with you guys. And this image, if you're a certain fan, please shut your eyes right now. Warning, parental advisory content. If you're a certain fan, I would advise you shut your eyes right now. 43. 43. 4 plus 3 is 7. That doesn't mean anything. 43 points. Liverpool, 8th. Fulham, 18th. 18th. Liverpool have taken their 6th L in a row at the YMCA, formerly called Anfield. 4 losses. So, guys, Liverpool right now, I feel that top 4 is no longer a reality. These guys are in free fall. These guys have totally lost all confidence. I have never seen something like this happen because I think the worst drop-off, I believe, might have been Chelsea, who I think won the League One season and then 10th this season, which shows you why Chelsea is the greatest club in the world because Chelsea give you stuff you've never seen before. Told you, man, all your other clubs are bombs. Chelsea always give you that extra. Only Chelsea can go from 1st to 10th with a player mutiny. Amazing club. Liverpool. This might be a bigger drop-off because of 97 points, 99 points, and now these guys could be scrambling for top 6. These guys could end up in the Europa Conference League. From champions with 99 points to the Europa Conference League, it's deep. Why do I still believe that these guys could do something in this competition? Why do I believe that these guys could somehow turn things around and do, because it would be a very footballing story. Now, it may not be as extreme as what Chelsea went through in 2012, but it is a very footballing story of these guys who completely, totally have had a disaster of a campaign in the Premier League, but Champions League, they just switch. They switch it on and they just go, boom, we understand this. Although, you do fear if these guys come through and they meet either a Man City, Bayern, or a PSG, I don't know whether Nats Phillips, Nico Phillips, and Shakira will be able to say what's up to those dudes. So,
why do you put PSG in that sentence, bro?
Full strength PSG.
They can't even win the Uber Eats, man. They can't win the Uber Eats league.
Wow.
Liverpool got touched by Fulham, my dear friend. They got touched by
bro,
Fulham.
PSG,
they got touched by
Abdul,
Fulham.
You're a Barcelona fan. You're a Barcelona fan.
Yeah, you're gonna get touched like 4-0 next week.
Yes. Okay. So my thing is this. So, let me come first to Z-Man with this, man. So Z-Man, 6 losses in a row at Anfield. Leipzig are 2-0 down. Do you think that this is going to get even worse for Liverpool? And do you see Leipzig coming in and just turning things around, which could just put the final crushing blow to Liverpool? Do you think Liverpool will still make it through, specifically with their 2-0 cushion?
By the way, I just want to note, this game isn't being played in England.
Are you sure?
Yeah, no, it's not.
It's
not played in. It's Budapest. Yep, but it's
Yeah,
technically a home game.
That will technically help them out because they're not doing great.
True. Okay. So that means it's going to be the same thing for Chelsea then.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, no, I don't think so, because it's about German teams can go to England. I think that's what it is.
No, but what's it called?
It's the same because Chelsea.
Yeah, Chelsea
Chelsea
play
Atletico Madrid in Spain.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's probably the same. Because I would say that makes sense, because that would be so unfair if the English teams could have their home games in their home ground. Like, no, you've got to keep it equal. So see, that makes sense. Oh, okay, fuck. Z-Man.
Yeah. So they're not at home. So most likely, I do think they will have enough to make it through. I don't trust this RB side. I don't trust them at all to knock out Liverpool.
But Z-Man, let me push back on that. the 2 goals Liverpool scored came from mistakes.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Liverpool didn't score them. Leipzig gave them those 2 goals.
But how much time have we seen throughout the season in the Champions League them making those type of mistakes? It's consistent with them. They lost 5-0 to Man United. This team, I don't think they have enough. I don't think they have enough character or enough quality on the night to knock out a Liverpool. But Liverpool should be worried because if it's win or bust, or they're going to Europa League. Yeah, and now I say that, but they're about 4 points behind.
Z-Man, you say Europa. It could be the Europa Conference League, bro.
I don't even understand why they made that tier. It doesn't make sense.
Me neither.
I mean, who's watching that? Unless you're from there.
Nobody.
It's what teams are Arsenal.
Hassan,
you're about to join them too. But yeah,
easy.
I would say it's. I mean, they have to start picking up points. This is getting embarrassing for a side who's been known as a dominant force in Europe. Even when Chelsea went down, they weren't necessarily a dominant force. They weren't necessarily the way they went through that Champions League. You didn't felt like they were the European standards. It was more so down to the luck of the draw. It was also down to just the quality in the players when it came game by game. In terms of I think Liverpool, if they don't pick up points, what are we saying? A team that's dominated their league, that's won the Champions League, is in Europa League or the Conference League. I mean that looks bad on them. But again, they're 4 points behind you guys. Am I right to say that in the league? They're 4 points behind you guys, but you guys have a game in the hand. Chelsea.
Yeah, that's Chelsea. Yeah.
Yeah, so they could still make it in theory, but yeah, I expect them to make it through against Leipzig, but against any other team, I think they're going to struggle.
So I'm just looking at the live chat now, and apparently the game is still going to be at Stamford Bridge. Now, here's the thing. I believe in cheating to win. Like I don't really care about it. So one aspect, oh yeah, of course, yeah. I sort of know I'm biased. Like double standard pass and everything. Yeah. I'm human. So my thing is, I think the fairest thing is for the game to be played in a neutral ground. I think that's what's fair. But the narrative mentioned to me, I don't give a damn. Anything that gives Chelsea an edge, I'm going to take it. So it is what it is. Keep it at Stamford Bridge.
It's like I told you. The only reason Liverpool isn't playing in England is because German people can't go to England right now. That's why they're playing at a neutral ground. It's not about football.
Okay. No. Okay, oh, that's interesting. So, what's it called? Rahimski, talk to me, man. Do you still see Liverpool going through against Leipzig? Do you think Leipzig can... Okay, let's not make any defensive mistakes. Can we get these two goals?
Yeah, man. So the thing about Leipzig is, I think we've all observed them for the last couple of years. Like they're very leaky. If they leak one goal, they tend to leak. Like right after that as
United
well.
gave them 5.
Exactly. So, can we really expect Leipzig to hold on with their style of play? I mean, the way Leipzig play is they do overlapping runs with wing backs and
Angelino and so forth.
Yeah, exactly. They just pressure you relentlessly, right? But Liverpool. The thing about Liverpool is you can't really expect this Liverpool team to be scoring a lot of goals. I think someone said in your chat earlier that Liverpool don't have an open play goal in 2021. I don't know if that's true because I don't watch them every week, but if that is true, that's ridiculous. And with a lot of key players missing, and with the whole Mo Salah unrest, with the whole thing that happened with the person that deals with the Klopp taking him off and everything, that was ridiculous. So, I mean, if we were to see Liverpool succeed, I think it would have to be on the back of Mane and Firmino. And correct me if I'm wrong, but Klopp tactically decided to leave them out last game.
Yeah.
A lot of people were saying that he could have been resting them. A lot of people were saying that maybe he's trying to get ready for this game. If that is the case, then I would expect Mane to turn up because let's be honest, out of the front three, I think Salah's the most blameless out of the front three this year.
He's scored the most, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a huge Sadio Mane fan, but he's been looking a little suspect this year, so I would expect him to turn up.
He's Mane is now a classy brick, and I'm one of the biggest fans, but he's a classy brick now. At the moment.
I mean, let's be honest, he was incredible last year, but this year it's been tough. I think the way Liverpool have to approach this game is they just have to be very resolute with possession. They can't give Leipzig a prayer with possession, and they have to be watching out for those overlapping runs. I mean, Robertson and Trent, especially Trent, man, this year defensively, he's just been a liability. Like and the pace of Angelino and all those guys that Leipzig have, it could be a problem. So I think overall, I mean, I don't know if you want us to give predictions right now, but overall,
no. Just, so you're rolling with Liverpool?
Yes.
Okay. Mo, do you echo things thoughts that Leipzig too leaky, defensively porous? It's not at Anfield, neutral ground. Liverpool will actually have a bit of confidence. Monkey off the back that they don't have the whole Anfield thing upon them. That Liverpool, you think they'll be able to do far better. And you just don't see Leipzig not conceding, and you don't see them scoring enough goals.
For me, my thing with Leipzig, I just don't think they have enough bite in attack.
No, they don't. Poulsen.
They don't. Yusuf Poulsen. Look, I rate Danny Olmo, but he's a midfielder originally, so. He's a decent player, but he's not gonna win you a game on his own. Same with Sabitzer or Ani or Nkunku. You have Yusuf Poulsen up front. That's a big step down from Timo Werner. So I just don't think, even though Werner has been breaking it this, but we know what he did for Leipzig.
I was gonna say, is it a step down?
No, but you know what he did for Leipzig.
Yeah.
So that's why I think I just don't see them scoring twice. To be honest, I don't even if they keep a clean sheet, I don't see them even though Liverpool have been awful defensively. I don't the only way Leipzig score is if they commit so many guys forward, and if they do that, there's so much space in behind for Liverpool to attack. So I think it's a lose-lose scenario for Leipzig at this point. No matter how they play, they're gonna end up losing.
They have to open up here. Osasuna.
I think that this is not at Elfield, right? So good stuff. That's good for Liverpool because they just can't seem to even buy a goal nowadays at Elfield. Literally,
it's bad.
As Raheem said, they have not scored from open play at Elfield this year. It's March, huh? It's bloody March.
It's the YMCA.
No, it's just the Elfield. They just take L's there. That's it. Nothing else. But anyway, about the actual game, I think 2-0 up, right? And Leipzig aren't such a great team that I see them beating Liverpool 3-0 right now.
But they're second in Bundesliga, man. They're second in Bundesliga. They scored 3 against Bayern in their 3-3 thing. But they can score, but that means they can also concede.
But here's the thing.
So it's difficult.
They can concede, but we know that Liverpool can't score. But Liverpool have usually just been losing games nowadays 0-1, 0-2 maximum, when they lose games. So they don't get destroyed except by Man City. I think this could end up just in a Leipzig win, but probably still Liverpool going through. But I'm worried for these guys for the rest of the season. However, it might just be that they suddenly turn up for no reason because it's Champions League and that. Yeah,
it can happen, man, because this season wasn't as much of a disaster for Chelsea as much as it is for Liverpool. But that 2012 season, Chelsea was, I think, 6th, and they won the CL, so it's kind of happen.
But here's the thing about I just don't know where it comes from Liverpool, because let's look at their players. I mean, Alexander-Arnold should be Class B right now. Robertson is just not what he used to be. You have the front three who I have no idea what's going on there. You probably should play a Jota this time, maybe Shakira with Salah. I don't know. I really don't know.
But my thing is it a tactical thing, or is it much more of a man management motivational thing?
I think it's both. I think he needed something else because tactically, they just couldn't get the goals, right? They were all they were doing was literally crossing Inshallah, more crossing Inshallah than Frank Lampard's Chelsea. If you see the amount of crosses that Trent Alexander-Arnold puts in, it's about 20 per game and 0 reach the target. So I think I just don't know where it comes. And so that's why I think a tactical change was necessary. I think he experimented. but it just led to another loss, which means you'll probably just bring Mane and Firmino back and go with that, and it might just work. I don't know. But do you need a scoreline or not?
No, not yet, not yet.
Okay,
so,
all right.
So, Abdul, again, because I want to talk about this Liverpool thing. Is it just players out of form? Is it tactics that need to be revamped? Is it a case of Klopp needs to step in and be a better manager and a better motivator to try and psychologically unlock something into players who we know are good? And do you see them still going through against Leipzig?
The problem with the Liverpool, for all Liverpool fans that think that they're going to be back at their best when they get the players back from injury, that's not going to happen, man. Something happened to this Liverpool team the day they lost to Atletico. All the players came out in the interviews afterwards, and they were all arrogant. They all said, why are they celebrating? There's a second leg. Bro, they were so arrogant. And ever since that day, they've never been the same team. They lost.
That's too extreme.
Nah, bro, let me finish. One thing that no one talks about, it's how shit they were after lockdown, man. No one talks about the fact that they got smacked by City almost 5-0. In one video on YouTube, I commented at one point, I think it was after the game, where they got slapped 4-0 by City this July. I think it was in July. And I said, this Liverpool team, it's far from its best, and I don't see them challenging next season.
Whoa. When they got smacked, was that when they had Van Dijk? And this was after they won
had Van Dijk.
Doesn't count because they'd already won the title. So as they already won the title,
what about the 7-2? When they fighting for a title there?
No. 7-2 makes sense, but don't bring the Man City game after they'd already won the title. Everyone's like, who cares? Okay. The desire for them to win the title was much more than the desire to break the points record.
I know. That's true, bro. But that doesn't excuse getting slapped up. Like, just because you win a title doesn't excuse you getting slapped up. And I'm telling you, like, this Liverpool side, for me, it's always been like there hasn't been a lot of crazy talent. Like, Henderson isn't a crazy talent. Shaqiri isn't a crazy talent. Like, the thing with this Liverpool squad is they have a killer mentality, man. Their energy was, no one could match their energy. They were fighters. They gave 110%. And they've lost that. That's the thing they've really lost and lacked. So, and the thing is, hearing you guys speaking about Leipzig, I feel like you guys are sleeping on Leipzig. They've been on a really good form lately, not conceding any goals almost and scoring at least 2 every game. I don't know, this game, it's going to depend more on Leipzig than it will be on Liverpool. It wouldn't surprise, like, honestly, if Liverpool...
But they're 2-0 down, man. They are 2-0 down.
But it would surprise me if Klopp didn't go with a defensive lineup. It would surprise me because he knows he has a weakness in defense and he knows he's 2-0 up. So if he chooses an attacking lineup and they go out, it's all on him. It's all on him because we know where the difficulties are. And to be honest as well here, Liverpool, they've lost a lot of midfielders and defenders, but that doesn't excuse Mane, Firmino, and Mane being completely off form. Like, how has that happened, and how has it all come at the same time, man?
So are you leaning more towards Leipzig in this game? So you're believing more that Leipzig will knock out Liverpool then on Wednesday?
It's tough to say, but yes, I do. I can see it happen because this Liverpool side, they've lost their mentality, man.
Okay. So Wilton, talk to me. I mean, do you feel that Liverpool, as Abdul is saying, these guys have just completely lost their way? They are at their most vulnerable, and do you think that Leipzig could just put the final smackdown onto them, or as bad as things are, they're not going to get bottom to the barrel worse come Wednesday?
No, I actually do think Liverpool's gonna go through this game. I don't typically agree with Abdul was saying that Liverpool was trash after the lockdown because their form started dipping after the West Brom game when they drew 1-1 with West Brom. That's when everything just went downhill. Because to be fair, remember when they beat Tottenham and Crystal Palace? I remember a bunch of people saying, "Oh, Liverpool's gonna win the title again. City are not competing with him. United." Ole's a PE teacher. A lot of people were saying Liverpool was gonna win it, and all of a sudden December come, their form just dropped.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what happened, and I just think that I don't think Liverpool are finished. I just think that Klopp is very a system like manager, like Van Dijk.
System mentioned.
Yeah, Van Dijk, Fabinho, and Henderson. Those players are massive for that system to work. Because when Henderson's not there, there's no energy in the midfield, and usually you win a football game by winning the battle in the middle of the park.
Yeah.
So you can't really say injuries. Every injury is part of the game. You should have bought extra midfielder to over the summer transfer window because injuries happen. I'm guessing the Liverpool board thought, oh, we didn't have any injuries in 2019, major injuries, so they thought they were gonna be able because you always gotta refresh your squad, and I think that's the key for Liverpool. And Trent Alexander-Arnold, he's been absolutely garbage in defense. We know what he brings into attack, but defensively this season he's been bad because this is where again I say the system because the system relies on Robertson and Trent to push up really high and create for Salah and Mane. But now the front three is toothless because Salah is not scoring goals. To be fair, he's the top scorer. Mane has been trash. Firmino, we know Firmino's a press machine, but in front of goals, he's been toothless. So I still think Liverpool's going to win this because, yes, I know Leipzig's in good form, but you know, it's funny. Before Liverpool beat Leipzig 2-0 in the Champions League, Leipzig were in a 4-game winning streak, and Liverpool ended that. And right now, Leipzig is they're on a 4-game winning streak again.
It's about matchups. It's all about
matchup because my thing with Leipzig, I don't trust their defense. I just don't. They haven't played any obviously good team yet in the Bundesliga ever since they lost to Liverpool. I don't trust. Yes, you did make a good point that Liverpool didn't really create anything in that first leg. Their goal came from mistake. That's my fear for Liverpool going forward. In the Champions League, let's say Liverpool does beat Leipzig. If they meet against like a Bayern or even a PSG, because they haven't been able to create anything because the goals that they score against Leipzig, let's keep it real, those all defensive mistakes. To be fair, you gotta capitalize on it, but if you're not creating anything from midfield and Salah and Mane, Firmino are not scoring goals, like Lord have mercy.
Because Leipzig were giving the attack, but my thing with Leipzig is that because I always look at Leipzig and say, like Nagelsmann is a genius, man. Because these players aren't good. these dudes are not good. Like Angelino looks like if he's doing 25 to life in San Quentin, and everyone else is like these players ain't great. So Nagelsmann has to be an amazing manager because he's literally getting flipping water out of stone because it's like.
Because it's pretty impressive
There's no
what
quality.
Nagelsmann is doing. Because I see everybody saying Leipzig, like, yes, they're in a title race with Bayern Munich at the moment.
Shut up.
Yeah, but still, they're in a title race. I think they're 2 points off. Like,
I don't give an F if how many points. Title race, shut up, man.
But we all know, Bayern Munich's gonna win it. But I gotta give Leipzig prop because, like you said. That team, I don't know how Nagelsmann is making it
I have
work.
no idea. Like, no, but see, that is genuine juju. Like, we know all this juju because to make Angelino actually look like a decent player.
To be fair, he wasn't that trash under Pep. He wasn't that trash. Angelino wasn't that garbage.
But Wilton, we're not talking about Marcelo here.
Yeah,
okay,
true.
We're talking about Duco Angelino. All right, Zeman, have I come to you on this?
Yeah, you did. But I wanted to ask a question.
Okay.
In terms of Klopp, how much do we blame Klopp on this? Because from a tactical side, they keep conceding the same type of goals, which is a ball up top. And then you also look at Thiago. He's not, because if you look at Thiago from his Bayern side, when he was at Bayern Munich, he was used as a double pivot. He wasn't used as a center mid. He had the likes of Goretzka with him.
See, my thing is that I remember that final season for Dortmund where these guys were just getting pimped the same way again and again and again. I was like, this guy has no plan B. But then he came to Liverpool, and I think and then he then got Van Dijk. I was like, oh wow, these guys are now less scoring, less goals, less attacking, and are a little bit more streetwise in how they now approach it. It's like, wow, Klopp now has a plan B. But my thing now that Van Dijk is now gone and so forth, okay, no, you need to switch it up. And the issue is the team just seems to be locked into this very rigid 4-3-3 way of playing. Whereas you need to just, because look, I always say for Liverpool, you can't use defenders as your excuse. Because the thing is that you're losing a lot of games 1-0. Again, this game was 1-0. You can't score 2 goals. You have a guy who broke the goal scoring record in the Premier League. You're the guy who was joint top scorer one season in Sadio Mane. You're telling me about between those two and other guys who we know can score goals, you can't score 2 goals in a game? Because if these guys were doing their normal goal scoring, which you know they can't do, so 2-3 goals, they'd win a lot of the games that they've lost.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So
I have a take on this.
And I also wanted to say, like, when he bought Thiago, my assessment was he's going to change his tactics. He's no longer going to use the fullback as a medium for creativity, because he found out that's not necessarily going to work. In that to a certain extent, teams have been able to find a way to deal with that. So he's gonna alter his tactics. That was my assessment. And then for Klopp, it's funny that you mentioned Dortmund, because I remember a Liverpool fan made a comment that made a lot of sense. Pep doesn't like to work with a large squad. He doesn't normally like to work with a large squad. He likes to work with a small squad where he could train the players and he could just hone in and improve on them. We've seen that. That's how he gets the best out of these players, like a Lewandowski, like a Mane, like a Salah. He likes to work with them to a certain extent. So for me, is it down to him being just the way he operates in terms of having a smaller squad so he could get the best out of each individual? And that's why.
So the way I see this is sorry, HH, I'll be quick, but the way I see this is the Klopp is very over reliant on one form of simulation, high volume attacking with width. With the false 9, but he can't actually replicate that if he doesn't have those players. The manager in the EPL that actually makes the most substitutions is Pep Guardiola. He will always rotate his squad, regardless if it's a thin squad or a smaller squad. He's always rotating, and the reason for that is stamina is a huge part this season. We're literally going off of no summer window, no downtime in the summer, and stamina seems to be what's hindering Liverpool and causing all these injuries. The same thing happened at Dortmund for Klopp, and he's just he made some wrong signings, and FSG has to be blamed as well. Thiago doesn't really fit the tempo of this team. He's a slower tempo player, and Klopp isn't making as many substitutions and changing it up like HH said.
So, wait. Let me just hit this super chat, man. So thank you for Dennis Ball. Thanks, Football Hub member. Thank you for the super chats, big man. He says, if Scott Parker, a guy from the road, is able to school Klopp, then what will Julian Nagelsmann do to him in the CL? So here's the thing, Dennis. Issue is you're 2-0 down. That's the key thing. So it makes it difficult because 2-0 down, you have to come out and attack somewhat over these 90 minutes to get yourself back in the game. 0-0 is different. 2-0 is different. And there's the thing. Nagelsmann, it wasn't Nagelsmann's fault that they lost that game. They lost that game because of 2 mistakes. Those mistakes had nothing to do with Nagelsmann. That's just down to 2 dumbass mistakes by Leipzig.
Yeah.
So for Nagelsmann, I think this guy, he's one of the best managers out there. Like what you're doing with a bunch of side chicks is incredible. So it's going to be an interesting game because see, this is difficult.
Wait, HH, I was spoken. I do.
No, I'm going to come to you next, Hassan. So my thing is that for Nagelsmann, I think that he will look back at that first leg and be like, that game was 50-50. Because obviously I was watching the PSG game a lot more, but I was viewing it, but it was 50-50. So he will say, look, just don't make any mistakes. If he says don't make any mistakes, I think we can try and be a bit more creative. And that's what he'll look for, is that we have to be, because they lack a bit of cutting edge and imagination going forward. But if he says don't make any mistakes, be defensively strong, maybe we can at least even up this tie. So I think that, I still feel Liverpool will go through. But Nagelsmann, as I say, he is a better manager than Scott Parker. And Leipzig do have better players. Let's see what go on Wednesday. All right, Hassan, talk to me.
Yeah, man. On Liverpool, yeah. I mean, this season has been trash. We've been garbage.
Who do you
this
blame?
season.
Who do you blame?
There's loads of factors. I blame Klopp. I blame FSG. I blame the players. It's a mixture. I can't just blame one person. I blame FSG because they don't back Klopp as much as he wants them to, even though he doesn't come out and say it. I blame Klopp because you can't just keep. We knew we had injuries a couple months ago. You can't complain about injuries till now. Adapt your game. Do something else. I blame the players because, bro, Mane. I don't know how to Mane, but one of our best players last season to straight garbage. Firmino's done. Let's be honest. Firmino, we knew a couple months ago Firmino might be done. I think he's done at Liverpool. Salah, he's doing his thing. He's trying his best. He top scorer in the league. What more can he do? And as for the defense, I think Fabinho came back and he put him in defense last game or the Chelsea game. Sorry, I don't know why he didn't put him in midfield and start Nat Phillips and Kabak at the back. And Trent, he's not been having a great year all around. It's just a mixture of things. We can't believe injuries. It's getting a bit annoying by hearing from injuries. You can't lose 1-0 to Fulham.
No,
I don't get that. And as for the Leipzig game, I think we'll win. Premier League and CL.
But are you worried though, or you're still confident because of that 2-0 cushion? But are you worried?
I'm worried because I'm having nightmares. Paulson will score a hat trick. Okay, I'm having nightmares. Paulson might score a hat trick. But I still feel win.
Hassan. If you allow Paulson to drop a 3 flex on you, Hassan, Hassan, 2 things. First of all, you're hosting the post-match stream.
I won't be here, so
Hassan, you're hosting the post-match stream, and then you've got to introduce yourself as Lassan. Because if you allow Paulson to knock you out with a hat trick, you see, then I think that I will truly fear for the health of a lot of Liverpool dudes, man. That's my thing.
Yeah.
So
but I think we'll win.
Ahmad, what do you make of this whole Liverpool crisis, man?
Look, this is one of the biggest downfall I've seen actually in my life of football. But for this game, I still think Liverpool will win because I don't trust Nagelsmann and Leipzig to score 3 goals and to not concede.
No.
We saw it in a group set. They conceded 5 against United. Even when they won against United, in the last minutes they conceded 2.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So, So I don't think they will turn it around. And the thing with Liverpool has been, I don't think their defense has been that poor. The problem has been, I think they have been overcommitting in attack and then being hit on the counter. Now it's not the case now because they are 2-0 up. They don't need to be as offensive and looking for a goal. So I think they will win this game actually. But I have a question for Hassan. Like the thing is, the thing with FSG, it's only now I hear about this when they have a crisis. But in the summer, everybody said that Liverpool had a good summer signing Thiago and Jota. But now when they're having a crisis, everybody is complaining about FSG.
People were saying this a while back as well. It's just that, of course, now people are screaming it because we're playing crap. But people were saying this when they're winning as well.
Okay,
I never heard it, but yeah, fair point.
So has everyone given their thoughts on Liverpool and the whole Liverpool crisis thing?
And Josh, I'll have to go very quickly. So can I just give mine?
Yeah, go. LB, go for it.
Look, I still firmly believe that the Champions League is a totally different, kettle of fish compared to the league. I think, in 2018, Real Madrid showed that even if you're struggling in the league, you can go ahead and even win the Champions League. So just because Liverpool are so far down the ladder in the Premier League, I don't think it's beyond them to actually go on and win the CL. In terms of the game against Leipzig, yeah, two goal cushion. I think that's enough for them. I really don't see Leipzig winning this game. So yeah, Liverpool to win.
All right. Since you're about to go, give me your scoreline.
I think it'll be 2-1 to Liverpool. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Take care, guys.
Right.
Peace out.
Peace.
Peace.
So Rahimski, score, man. What do you? How do you think things are going to go down in Budapest? Score. Rahimski. All right. Mo, give me a score. How do you think it goes down, Mo?
I'm gonna say it's gonna end in a boring-ish draw, 1-1.
Oh, 1-1. Oh,
and I just want to say, 1-1. I think it's gonna be kind of boring, to be honest. But I just want to say, Liverpool are not touching or sniffing the Champions League trophy. Look, Real Madrid.
Mo, it's a crazy world, bro.
Yeah, we're
Football
not
is a crazy
touching
sport.
We're not touching it.
Look, I just want to say it's true. Champions League is different from the league, but there's a difference between what Real Madrid in 2018 in the league and what Liverpool are doing now. Because Real Madrid were struggling, but they were still second or third the whole time. They weren't.
You had Ronaldo.
Chelsea was sixth.
You have Salah, you have Mane, you have
Mo. AC Milan won the Champions League in 2007. I believe they were in 6th and 7th place when they won it.
Chelsea was sixth when they won it in 2012.
Come on.
What about Chelsea?
I'm telling you. Okay, Chelsea, fair point. That one I will concede. So Liverpool with this defense, no way. Like PSG beat them, Man City beat them, Bayern beat them, Real Madrid beat them. So many teams can beat them right now. They are so beatable.
Did you just say Manchester City?
Yeah, if they were to face each other in the Champions League.
Wait,
I know Man City
actually,
will.
wait. Actually, I'm just looking. So, I believe this was the 06-07 table. So Milan were actually fourth. So Milan were fourth that season. But if you look at what's it called, 2011-2012 Premier League table, so Chelsea were sixth with 64 points. 2011-2012 season, they were sixth.
So I just don't see happening. This defense is not going to win them any trophies. I'm sorry, no chance.
So what? So did you give me a score? Okay, so you said.
So the score I said 1-1. Yeah.
1-1. All right. Osasuna, man, give me a score.
I think it'll actually be pretty interesting. I think Liverpool's still going to unlock their hoodoo a bit. I think it's going to be 2-2.
Okay. Ahmad.
1-1.
Abdul.
I'm saying 3-1 Leipzig, which takes them through. The difference between Chelsea and Real Madrid when they won the CL, it was they were underachieving in the Prem. They were still a very good team. The difference is here, Liverpool are having a chaotic season, man. The defenders, they have no chemistry. It's like FIFA, like 15 chemistry maximum. And that's just because of human basic fact. Like that 15 is based on the fact that they can speak, you know? They can a little English. Like there is no chemistry. Like they're actually, I don't think they're underachieving in the Prem, taking everything into consideration of how drastic like the injuries has been. 8th is pretty fair, to be honest, in a league that you have to say it's pretty competitive, man. What'd you say, Hassan?
8th is a bit low.
So Abdul, so you're saying 3-3-1. That's what you're saying. 3-1.
I'm saying 3-1, and that would take Leipzig through.
Okay. Vilton?
Before I go, Abdul, man, what club do you support, bro?
Bro, I support the club that's one place over you in the Liga.
Is it Barcelona?
8-2. Barcelona.
8-2.
Anyway, before I give my prediction, shout out to Red Devil Studio and Oli for stopping mentally breaking our record of 22.
Where's Lasso?
You knew they were gonna break a 22 consecutive record. And shout out to Oli and Manchester United.
Screw Oli, you cheating prick.
I just want to say, when Real Madrid went on that winning run, they went trophyless. So what does that say?
Yeah, but the reason why that record means a lot to me is because that season one, I just love waking up every Saturday and Sunday just watching us winning because we're on such a crazy winning streak. Like I just thought we were gonna
Wait, how long was our winning streak?
22. It was a 22.
So,
Yeah,
win.
22. They lost
wait,
against
wait,
Valencia, I think, or Sevilla.
Wait. Was that
We lost to
Ancelotti or
Valencia.
Zidane?
Ancelotti, and we were
Ancelotti
playing
last season.
the best football I've ever seen us
Like
play.
that's why I like that record so much. That's why when Bayern,
He won 22 games in a row and didn't win a trophy. How?
yes, Bayern broke
Yeah.
it. Yes,
They
Bayern.
went trophyless.
Bayern
How?
Munich did break it last season. They won 23 games in a row, but I didn't want a club that never won the Champions League break it. That's just embarrassing. But yeah, I think Liverpool's gonna win this 2-1. I still believe in Liverpool. It's a Champions League. It's a different sauce. If they choke this, Liverpool fan, I don't think you could show yourself.
Yeah, no. Wilson.
But I do think they're gonna win.
If
2-1.
Liverpool gets knocked out, I think I'm gonna take like a 2-week break. Like then it's like if as a Liverpool fan, look.
2 away goals. You have 2 away.
That's an emergency hangout.
Whoa!
Somebody talking through the toilet, man.
Whoa, what the hell? Sorry, I had to just do that. Just to piss you off. I'm always going to do that to piss you off. So, guys, if you're wearing headphones and everything, be aware. I will do that randomly to piss you off. So,
I
please.
just had a heart attack. Man.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 2-1 Liverpool. If Liverpool ball with this, that's very bad. You have 2 away goals, so I'm gonna go 2-1 Liverpool.
All right, Hassan, man, what were you saying?
1-0 Liverpool and Nat Phillips screamer halfway line.
Wow. Okay, Z-man.
Yeah, it's gonna be 1-1. They're gonna make it through easy, comfortable next round.
Now, lead level Ludio.
The other things asked me, HH. No, I wasn't here today, unfortunately. So I was just working.
Okay.
But the thing is, I did like watch the Hangout, specifically this United Derby section, just to see what you guys were talking about.
Lead level. This is a Champions League hangout.
That is true.
And so all I'll ask is this: since you've not touched upon this Liverpool disaster, because I always like to give credit where credit is due. I'd never heard of the Europa Conference League. And then Lead Level was the first person who said, there's a Europa. So there's Champions League, Europa Conference League. And then he was saying, Liverpool, they may have to think about the Europa Conference because like Lead Devil, shut up. Shut your mouth and be respectful. So I say, shut up. Lead Level, I apologize.
Thank you.
Liverpool right now, it's so bad that Liverpool fans are saying that they hope they finish 10th. So they don't have to suffer the embarrassment of being the Europa. Because let me say this right now. If Liverpool go from Champions League winners, 99 points Premier League winners, to playing FC Jeff Bezos and Microsoft Windows 97 United in the Europa Conference League, playing in someone's basement or someone's asshole, bro, that would be the worst disgrace I've ever seen in my life.
HH, if they win another European Championship, they'll have 7, so they'll be right next to.
I'm saying,
they have to put some respect.
They'll be the first team to have won the Champions League. Europa
They're right next to
Red Devil. Top
I like that.
What has happened? Who is to blame? Who's to blame for this whole downfall? Where is this coming from? Who is to blame? How have they ended up like so? What is this that we're witnessing?
I'm tempted to play the undisputed clip again.
Relax.
It's been overused so much because, it's getting to the point where it's getting old. Where you play it every single time, and you think, where's Trent gonna be this best right back? What's happened to Salah, Mane?
I'm wondering.
Oh man, this is bad, man. Sorry. Continue. Continue. Go.
What can you say, Thiago? Did I make a comment about Thiago being basically a B-Tech Mark Noble? Because that's how he's been. Come on, let's be real. What does Thiago bring to this Liverpool side? Nothing really.
Just like Pogba, nothing.
Don't just World Cup. Just don't. And also,
so what's
a better seat? But anyway, so what? Why Liverpool? I literally, I don't know, because I haven't seen a capitulation like this from a top, 6 club for quite some time. 6 L's at home. I cannot remember.
It's incredible. It's incredible.
Hanfield.
Yeah, and his L's aren't too like, okay, the City L, you can like, okay, fair enough, you could do that, but Burnley, Fulham, Brighton, Chelsea, you know, so and it's not like Chelsea, this is the peak Chelsea team, so but certainly you could take a City and Chelsea L, but a Burnley, Fulham, and Brighton L. Come on, you know. So I don't know what's going on with Liverpool right now.
You haven't even mentioned the worst one, which was Everton.
Yeah, okay, well, that's but like what? I don't think Everton have beaten Liverpool at Anfield in the 21st century.
Yeah, no.
Exactly.
It was 1999. 1999 was the last time.
Exactly. So there's clearly have a lack of confidence. Now, at the end of the day, you can't compare the Premier League to the Champions League. I will try and be a bit objective in that, you know, Liverpool do have this weird magic in the Champions League that they seem to get a result. So I won't be surprised if they beat Leipzig. I don't think this season you can really compare domestic form to European form. I know United in Europa League, but Sociedad obviously I didn't expect them to win 4-0. It's banter, but the point I'm trying to make here is that you can't compare domestic and league form. So
do you think? So we were talking about how Real struggled in the league, won Champions League. Milan came fourth, they won the Champions League. Chelsea came sixth. Do you see that parallel happening, or do you think this is far more extreme than those examples?
It is extreme. I don't think Liverpool are going to win the Champions League. So, but I still think they probably have enough to beat Leipzig in this game. And then it's weird because you don't, depending on who they draw. Like for example, if they draw Dortmund versus Sevilla, then given that some of the injuries will be coming back by that time they draw against Dortmund Sevilla, then suddenly you think, Liverpool on a good day could beat either Dortmund or Sevilla.
Yeah.
And suddenly then in the semi-finals. Anything happens. So it does.
And if they then face a Juventus, that is better than PSG, Bayern, or thingy. So
exactly. So
can they really beat
Chelsea?
Dortmund? Like, do you really see them stopping Haaland?
Chelsea are still favorites to win the treble.
Yeah,
okay?
Chelsea are the favorites.
No, but more quickly before I go to Red Devil. But my thing is about this is that if they were to face Dortmund, yes, they could lose. They could also win. Because Dortmund are a side where you just don't know what you're going to get. You just don't know what you're going to get. Like, they could very easily Haaland start to go crazy, or they could just self-destruct and just cough up a 2-0 lead. So Dortmund are just a very
wild team. Who would you consider the favorite? At this point, who would you consider the favorite?
Chelsea.
Oh, between Dortmund and Liverpool?
Yeah.
Dortmund. I would give none.
Well, how long is Haaland out?
Wait. Both teams at full strength.
Yeah.
Dortmund.
Well, that's not
Dortmund. But even if I consider them, even if I would consider Dortmund, so even if I consider Dortmund favorites, I would still think Liverpool could beat them. You know, even in this game against Sevilla, you would argue that
do you mean a fully fit 11, or what do you mean full strength?
Fully fit.
Red Devil, sorry.
Okay, sorry, Red Devil. Let me come back to you because you're a coach of Red Devil. Back to you.
So essentially, what I'm saying is that like it is a bit different. So talking about the League, it is a bit different because they've got their 2-0 against Leipzig. I still think they should do enough just to see it out, because Leipzig, like his defense at times, can be a bit brickish. But fundamentally, it's going to come down to the draw, and there's 4 teams in this. Who's walking? Someone's walking somewhere.
Yeah, okay. I'll meet it up. Okay, go for it.
It comes down to there'll be a bit of luck regarding who they get in the draw, because they are going to get injured players back. I think Jota's just come back in the team, so he'll just take some time to get into his groove. And then,
so what score are you saying then?
For this one, 1-0. 1-0 to Liverpool, I think. 1-0 to Liverpool, and they'll see off the tie.
Right, so Devil, you know what Man United's magic in the Champions League is? Disappearing to the Europa League.
Enjoy Thursday nights, man.
Wait. HH, what are the qualifications in order to qualify for Europa League?
Wait, Europa League or Europa Conference League?
Yeah, Europa League. Isn't it from?
It's fifth, sixth. I think it's fifth.
It's fifth plus the 2 cup winners, but the 2 cup winners are usually top 4, top 5, so you go to 6 and 7.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But the thing is, I'm reading an article here that says Cardiff Met University qualified for the Europa League qualification round. That's a university. That's a school. That's not even a.
Sorry, who did what now?
No, you're reading wrong. You're
No,
reading
no,
wrong.
no, no, no. They qualify for the qualification.
Z-Man, you're
and
reading
they have
wrong.
to pay tuition, and they're not even
Z-Man,
professionals. Like search it
you're
up.
reading wrong.
No,
A
no, I'm
university
serious.
isn't taking place.
No, 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 no. I'm telling
Z-Man,
you.
I will fight you if a university takes place in Europa League. I will fight you. I'll fight you. I'll fight you.
Z-Man, the thing is though, is that like if they actually get knocked out of that qualifying stage, they actually drop into the Europa Conference League. So
That's
you mean
what
to
I'm
tell me
saying.
that
That doesn't make sense. So how good is the Euro? You're having universities playing qualification rounds.
Z-Man, I
That's
will.
disrespectful to the
Z-Man.
league.
Nah, Z-Man. I said I'll fight you. If I say university in a roster, I'll fight you.
Oh,
I'll fight you. I'm not gonna have that.
Hazard led a team to the
Z-Man,
to the Europa
you
League
watch your mouth right there. You watch
I
your
guess
mouth right there.
universities.
His trophy counts. His trophy counts. His trophy counts. Don't you dare say anything about that. So let me hit some of these dubs. So from Quarterly Awesome, who says, "Congrats, Man U, for coming second place. #nothing club." Red Devil, did you hear that? Let me say that again. Red Devil. Maybe you didn't hear. No. Red Devil.
No. I want because
Red Devil. I'll say it again.
This is a Champions League discussion, right? So certainly certain teams have to have Champions Leagues. So does third team have Champions League?
Well, Quarterly Awesome supports Bayern Munich.
We're referring to Man City, you know. So
okay, so he says again, Quarterly Awesome, a Bayern Munich supporter says, "Congrats, Man U, for coming second place. #nothing club." Red Devil, do you want to say that one last time?
At the will.
What I need to clarify is, if we're talking about Manchester City, how can Manchester City be a big club without a Champions League? That's
Look, Latza is from the road. Latza is from the road. Okay, from Daniel Henkel. Thank you for the dub. Daniel Henkel says, Liverpool versus Kabak FC, Thursday morning, 2021-2022.
Cardiff Uni, man. It's Cardiff Uni.
Can't wait.
Wait, Liverpool. Look, this one's right now. If I see Liverpool against Kabak FC, Menstruation United, YMCA United, or against Milkman FC, I think Liverpool fans may self-combust, because that is a level of embarrassment and disgrace that I even feel ashamed of.
AJ, can you make my thing big for a second? I need to show you something.
Is this pornographic? Is this
no? It's not.
Is this X-rated? Okay.
No.
Or sooner, if this is you in the bath,
no, it's not. It's not.
Okay.
It's not.
Put some clothes on, man.
Where is this thing? Universe.
I'm looking at
Look. This is a team in the Europa League. These guys.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
These guys.
That's what I've been saying, bro.
That's crazy.
That's what I say. European
no. Universitas that's like Spanish for United or something. It's not.
No, it literally means. I translated from Romanian. It means university.
No, and these guys and HH, in order for them to play, they have to pay £150 each player. So. They're not even getting paid as professionals. They're out here having fun.
Vibes FC.
That's right.
Liverpool Football Club. It is in your best interest to please qualify for top, because if you don't, the amount of clowning that will happen, I can't protect you from this. So we move, man.
Tell Brown do us a favor, man. Top
4. So, guys. Ahmad, is your mic working, bro?
Yes.
Is it clear, crystal clear? I need your mic to be clear. Is it clear?
Yes.
So
it's working.
I want to relay something that Ahmad said a few days ago that troubled me, and ever since he said these things, that I've been having nightmares. So I said to myself, like, wait, why do you have insomnia? I was like, I have no idea. And I was like, oh yeah, I don't know why I have insomnia. It's because of what a certain person said. I feel that we may have only one life. So we need to protect and cherish life, because life is something precious, life is something beautiful, and we should cherish our life. Ahmad said something to me that shocked me. I tried to stop him. I tried to hold him, but Ahmad said it. And the issue, Ahmad, is that these things get recorded. They get put down. Ahmad put his life on the line by saying that there is no chance that PSG get knocked out. Miracle at Camp Nou. 4-0. That was the first leg, 4-0. You think that it's over. Remember, this is the first. 4-0, like, oh, wow, damn. PSG are finally showing up. And then goals happen for Barca. Oh, Barca are making a goal of it. Cavani scores an away goal. It's done. You have to score 3 goals in 10, 12 minutes. And we all know
all
how
right.
that, yeah. And we all know how that ended, man. And then we also know what happened with the nightmare in Paris, which was arguably worse. Man, you see, I'm worried. I'm so worried I'm not even going to use my jinx. That's how worried I am, because again, I am a very unprofessional football analyst. I have narratives. And my narrative is for Mbappe to win the CL, so I can run that narrative against you, Bomas, Messi, Cristiano fanboys. So my narrative is fully active, which is the Mbappe CL. Side note, Verratti
That's
CL.
not happening, man.
Abdul, can you mute your mic? Thank you. Side note to the Verratti CL, which will then complete the whole fulcrum. So Ahmad, I'm coming to you right now. Keeping in mind the miracle at Camp Nou, keeping in mind the nightmare in Paris, keeping in mind Barca's turnaround against Sevilla, specifically Piqué scoring in that final goal. So Barca are well versed in coming back. This kid Moriba, I think he's 16, 17 years old, scoring his debut goal. Always be wary of a young, hungry kid. Ahmad, I am begging you, are you not at least the very slightest worried that something frightening and scary could go down Wednesday night?
Hey, just you're overreacting so much. I really don't understand. To be honest, why do you choose this game as the last one to speak about? This is a small game. It's not even a big game. We already know this result that PSG will go through.
Be careful, man. Be careful.
Like I'm not even excited for this game because I know how it will end. Come on, H. Let's be honest now. I'm thinking about 5-0, 4-0. I can't choose.
Okay, Ahmad,
it's between 4-0 and 3-0.
Ahmad, hold up. So, Ahmad, you're telling me that PSG are going to make this even worse?
Possibly, H. Possibly. It can get bloody. Especially if Neymar is there, it can get bloody.
Okay, so Neymar is fully back and he's fit.
He is kind of fit. He's in the squad. The thing is, Pochettino and the staff don't want him to play because we don't want to risk him. But this guy has changed his diet. He's having medical stuff at his home. He really wants to play this game. So I think he will be on the bench and maybe come on in the second half.
So if you, would you start Neymar or you would protect him and bring him on off the bench?
I would protect him because we don't need him. We were 4-1 up against this shit Barcelona team.
Okay, Ahmad, let me tell you this right now because I know that you would have remembered. I'm glad that Red Devil is here. When you saw that United lineup in Paris, those guys were from the road. So, and those guys, let's keep it real. If we compare that United lineup to what Barca's lineup will be, those United guys were far worse. Far worse. So, what makes you believe that the same thing that happened in Paris won't happen in Paris again?
There was 1 in a million things that could have happened. No, it's impossible. We were 2-0 up at that game. Now we were 3 goals up with 4 away goals. We have Marco. Marco just played. He was injured throughout the last week, but he just played yesterday. Mbappe scoring 2 goals, 1 beautiful goal yesterday. So we're chilling. We're chilling. Kimpembe and Marquinhos was arrested yesterday. So everything is good. We have Pochettino. We don't have Unai Emery who told the players to chill. before the Barcelona game. We have Pochettino, a guy who heads Barcelona, and compare this Barcelona team to the last one we played, HH, in 2016. It's not even comparable. Like when they played us 3 weeks ago, what did they do? They didn't do anything. They got a lucky penalty that the ball, like it was lucky that Karzawa hit De Jong. The ball would have go out if he didn't hit him. Like Barca doesn't threaten us in any way, and I think if Neymar comes in, because he will be hungry, he wants to win this game, and he wants to be the star of the show. If this guy comes in, he can be scary, man. I really pray for the Barcelona fans to not be depressed. We're already seeing Damien. Like I don't know what's happened to him. He sounded depressed every time I talk to him.
So basically, just in short, you are not scared at all.
What did you say?
So in short, you are not scared at all. You're not worried at all.
In the first game, I wasn't worried. I was just nervous because it's a Champions League game. But after that humiliation, that smashing by PSG, no way, man, no way. It's like Heshish. It's like Manchester City playing Burnley. Like, do you expect Burnley to win the game?
Ahmad, relax. You're trying to mess up my Mbappe thing, man. Raimski, Barcelona, they're 4-1 down.
Yes.
Do they have any chance? How do they even begin to approach this game?
Well, HH, you know I like numbers, so I just have a quick question for you. What's 3 plus 3 plus 4 plus 4 plus 8 plus 4?
I have no idea.
The answer is the amount of goals that Barcelona has conceded after going out in the Champions League in the last 5 years. That's 26 goals, my friend.
Damn.
So, assuming that Mbappe is fit, assuming that Neymar is rumored to play, PSG are going to score, right? So, by some miracle, Barca would need, correct me if I'm wrong, they would need at least 5 goals, right?
4. They need to win 4-0.
Right. So but I'm saying PSG will score, right? Like that's
about
pretty much guaranteed.
And there'll be extra time.
Right.
Yeah,
so
4-1 extra time, yeah.
So unless you've been contacting the best witch doctor that you know, HH, or unless like these Barca fans are doing whatever, I don't know, man. There's no chance. What are we even talking about, HH? They're gonna lose, man. Come on. Like seriously, they're gonna lose. There's no analysis here.
So how do you even approach this? Do you be like give or anything? I mean, is there a way to even begin to try to approach this? Or it's this is insurmountable. This is impossible.
Well, the way Mbappe told Jordi Alba he would approach the next game is on the streets. And I mean, if by that sentiment, if Mbappe plays and Neymar plays and Barcelona are dealing with Piqué, who's very, very susceptible and liable, and he actually took a knock, so I don't even know if he's going to play. And they have a very slow, lethargic midfield, and PSG are known to be a very pacey team, reliant on width, reliant on not many goal scoring opportunities because they always score when they take it. So with PSG, it's just holding on to the game, scoring 1 goal, and then just sitting back. Even they can do that, but let's be honest, Barcelona don't have the scoring outlets. They have Griezmann is very unreliable in the Champions League, in my opinion. Braithwaite, that guy, like, who is Braithwaite? I actually tried to Google who is Braithwaite.
Go to it, score the winning goal against Sevilla, man. Go to it, man.
I looked up Braithwaite. If you go to his Wikipedia page and you go to personal, there's like 1 sentence. So I don't even know who this guy is. Pedri's good, man. He's all right, but let's be honest. Koeman, he's gonna need a few more summers before he can get this team back. And Barcelona, they've appointed Laporta as the official new CEO of Barca. Things could turn up for them in the next few seasons. But for now, I think PSG are Champions League favorites, and I don't give Barca a prayer. I'm sorry.
Mo, is this futile? No points, irrelevant, forfeit rule?
I fully and 100% agree with every single thing Ahmed and Rahimski said. No chance, man. No chance. Don't even bring up the Sevilla comeback, all right? First of all, that was 2-0 away, a 2-0 away defeat, and you had to score 2 at home, and they barely managed to do that. Barely. You're telling me after conceding 4 at home, they're genuinely gonna go away and score 4 without conceding with this trash defense? PK is injured, Araujo is injured. No way, man. That's the trash as of late. No way in hell are Barca even sniffing a comeback. I think, if I'm Pochettino, I'm not playing Neymar. Let's think big picture here. We basically like if PSG, like if I'm Pochettino, I'm saying we have this game in the bag. Why should I risk aggravating his injury when I have bigger games coming up? So they should rest Neymar, not even bring him on in the second half.
Okay,
unless like the game isn't set.
Let me come at this at a different angle. What would you say? What would your reaction be if Barcelona knock out PSG?
What would I say? I wouldn't know what to say. I would be absolutely speechless. Look, let me just point this out. 2016 PSG had Unai Emery in charge. A brick who decided to bench Di Maria and Draxler, the stars of the first leg. He decided to bench them in the second leg. He decided to go away after having a 4-0 home win. He decided to go away and go against everything he did in the first leg, and everything that worked, he changed it. So basically the saying goes, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Unai Emery said, if it ain't broke, fix it. That's what Unai Emery did. And he tried to fix it and he made it worse. So now you have a Pochettino, a smarter guy. He's more cool and composed. You have who was the star of the 6-1 comeback? Neymar. He's on the other side of the pitch now. You didn't have Mbappe back then. Even like the Manchester game, again, that was bad for PSG.
But I'm saying, but again, my question was, what would your reaction be if
I told you I would be speechless. I would be speechless.
So you'd have nothing to say.
If Barca make a comeback, I don't care who ends up winning the competition, give them the trophy.
Hey, Jeff, what would you say if Burnley won the Premier League?
Well,
Ahmed, Leicester won the Premier League. Okay,
and also the Premier League is looking a bit iffy now.
Division 1
is looking a bit iffy.
Division 1.
Sorry, Division 1. Division 1 is looking a bit iffy now. What's it called? Hassan, talk to me.
Yeah, bro, it's raps.
What if they do it? What if they do it? Like, let's start there. Let's get things sexy. Like, what if they
do it? I'm knighting Messi. Messi's the GOAT if he does it. If somehow they do it. And PSG, they'll have to be banished from the Champions League and down to Europa League for life.
They'd have to liquidate, man.
If they get top 4 in Uber East, it's Europa League, no Champions League forever, for life. That's how it goes. So, I mean, Mbappe just retired, and Neymar, everyone retired. The whole team just retired. Pochettino, go back to Argentina. So I don't know if that happens.
Wilson,
no way.
Wilson, the Barca have no
chance. I mean, to be honest with you, if Neymar was fully fit, I think it would have been like a 7-0, to be honest with you, in that game. but there's no chance for Barca winning this because I know you're saying come 6-1. It's not the same Barcelona team. This team is like they lost their spirit in the Champions League. And usually Barca make comeback at the Camp Nou. It's not the Camp Nou, it's at PSG. And Barca, you have to score 4 goals without conceding. Unless somehow Barca defender turned into prime Maldini and prime Sergio Ramos at the back, and Messi like sniff a bunch of cocaine that game and just like doing an outlet, score, like gets a brace or like assisting. Like I just don't see how Barca goes through this. And if that's not gonna see, I don't even want to put an if into it because I just don't see how Barcelona wins this. Because yes, I just don't get it. Yes, you could say United beat PSG, but it's a whole different PSG team, and this time they have Marco. It's just Marco is playing, and Mbappe, the prodigy, is there. After getting the hat trick, he's motivated in that game. I just don't see how Barcelona wins this game. Like Hassan said, if PSG loses this game, like, bro, like, like just cancel the club. Like what? Like, Barca have to score 4 goals without conceding any. That's just very sick.
Wilson, all I'm saying is that I'm scared. I
don't think you're scared because they have to score 4 goals, and this Barca team.
Wilson, I'm scared.
I don't see it. I'm sorry. I think.
But if there's one team that I can do is PSG.
Thank you. If there is one,
the thing about PSG though, Yes, I used to banter PSG all the time, but they made the Champions League final, so I give him a little bit of chillax. Now, I just think they just need to win it. I think they broke the curse when they got to the Champions League final. So now I think it's all about just winning it. But there's no way in hell if Barcelona wins this, I'm gonna put Messi on my ranking this higher than Cristiano Ronaldo. Like that's just very sick.
Well, he'll be the goat. He'll be the goat then.
Okay, wait. So from Cotley Osman, thank you for the dub, who says our side chicks, Barca will beat LSG. Have hope. Cotley Osman, I'll say this again, man. If Barcelona beats PSG and creates them as LSG, I don't think I'll be able to do a post-match analysis. I won't be able to. PSG would have that. I can't explain that. They would have crossed over. I think, as Mo said, speechless. I would not have anything to say. So if that happens, I don't think I'll just say you guys host a hangout. I can't do it. From Eric Shun, who says, HH, pray for an LSG win and we'll get remontada 2.0. I'm praying for any kind of wins and so forth. I'm going to watch the game and I'm going to enjoy the game. All I'm saying, Mr. Eric, is that I'm worried. If remontada, I wouldn't even call this remontada 2.0. I will call this effed up 9.6 if this happens. But we'll see. Hakim, there's a drop. He says, since this guy here, LSG has changed to PSG, Navas. All right. No, Navas has been huge. I always say, Navas, man, Courtois is overall the better keeper. But this guy has come up clutch. In key games, this guy has come up clutch. And
how many Champions League does Courtois have, though, versus Navas being in goal?
There we go.
Navas is more consistent.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so what's it called? Let me come to Abdul then. Your thoughts, man.
Listening to these guys speak, man, you guys don't know football. Bro, first of all, we can't concede. 4-1 extra time. All right? We can't concede. It's not game over if they score. All right. Second of all, the reason why I say you guys don't watch football or you don't know football, there's a reason why HH is scared. There's a reason. It's not just some dodgy. Bro, don't laugh. The thing is, there's been a big change in tactics. For the first time, I don't know since when, we've started playing with 3 at the back. And it's been working wonders for us. 3 games now, 2 games against Sevilla, clean sheets. We haven't conceded 1 goal. And the penalty we conceded against Sevilla, like we were going all out attack. And Ter Stegen saved that as well. All right. Second of all, if we're gonna come back against any team, it's going to be PSG. And why that is, that's because your team is filled up with mercenaries, man. Your entire team are there for the money, man. There is no, like, what are they there for? Are they there for history? Are they there because they like to play in Paris? Nah, bro. They're all there for the money. So they're never going to put in 110%, man.
Barcelona has twice as wages as PSG.
Let me stop you. Like, players like Mbappe, bro, you're a stepping stone club, bro. You're a stepping stone club. He's looking for a way out.
Can I ask you a question?
Let me finish, all right? So the thing is, I would be an idiot to predict that Barca are going to go through. I would be an idiot because everything says we're not. But you never know in the CL, man. The CL.
So basically, you have hope. You're saying that you have hope.
I definitely. Like, which fan would I be if I threw in the towel? Man, I wouldn't be a real fan. But the thing is, it's that Barca have been in really good form, and we are playing with a completely different tactic.
Yeah, we're in good form too. Before the first leg started.
Yes, of course, that's true. That's true. But the thing is, with our defense, I think the 3 at the back, it's doing us wonders. And let me remind you, Manchester United, Twan Zebi, bro. The guy hadn't played for 12 months. He'd been injured for 12 months, and he pocketed Mbappe. All right, so it's not impossible to pocket that guy.
Can I ask Abdullah a question?
Please, feel free.
It's a hat trick at home to the guy. You can't
Wait,
just come
Ahmad.
and
Let's
say
Ahmad
that.
ask a question. Ahmad, ask a question.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. First off, he talked about the players being there for the money. I might be wrong, but I think Barcelona have twice as much wages as PSG.
But that's not my point, though.
Griezmann is getting paid 600,000 a week. Isn't that
Yeah, but Griezmann hasn't come to
880.
us for the money. Griezmann hasn't come to us for the money. He's come to win titles, and he's come for success. Do you think
has he achieved that success yet?
He hasn't, but there is something else other than the money that attracts players to Barca. The reason why we give stupid wages out is because our wage structure is crazy. It's broken. Of course, we're gonna have to give Griezmann a big sum of money if we're paying like a person like Coutinho a lot of money. Like you can't just give him a third of what others are making. That's the thing.
600,000, man, though. I mean, that's like
880.
Bro, that's fake.
800.
I don't know where that come from. No way he's making 700k.
He
He's
is.
getting 880k. But you can't say if the PSG players are there for the money. You can clearly see that they fight for a place. Like Barcelona has been shit in the Champions League recently. Roma, Liverpool, A2. So it's not a valid argument because we flopped against you 4 years ago.
But bro, let me ask you a question and be honest with me. If you were if Real Madrid were on your side of the bracket last season, wouldn't they have gone to the Champions League final as well?
No, I actually don't think we would have won.
So
it
they
with,
wouldn't have beat
with
Dortmund.
Vinicius Junior.
They wouldn't have beat Leipzig.
Because we had Liverpool and Atletico Madrid on our side.
I know, but I'm talking about yours. You got Dortmund, Real Madrid would have beat them.
You can't really use that as
Atalanta, Real Madrid would have beat them.
You can't really use that. You can't really say that, bro. You can't really say that because City beat Real Madrid and they lost to Lyon. So
I know, bro, but I'm just saying, like PSG, like this thing about flexing that you got to a Champions League final, bro. It means nothing. It means nothing.
It's the first time in their history, bro.
Come on, it's something.
It's the first time in their history.
It says nothing that you beat.
Wilton, I swear on my life, did you just say that? What's his face? Leon could beat Real Madrid last season? Did you just say that?
No, I did not say that. I did not say that. He's talking about Leipzig and who else were you talking about? He was talking about how PSG got to the final easy.
Okay, wait. So Abdul, let me just get where you're coming from here. Are you saying that Barcelona can knock out PSG? That you believe that there is at least a chance that Barcelona can knock them out?
Of course, and they've proved that they've been weak all season, PSG. And if you're gonna deny, like PSG, the thing with PSG, bro, I don't even watch them play because I know they have no chance of winning this thing.
Okay, Gatlock, man. Well, welcome to the fold, man. So we are talking Barca and PSG, and our dear friend Abdul, Barca fan, he has hope, and he believes that Barcelona can come back from this. Gatlock, why does it sound like if you're inside a spaceship on Star Trek?
Relax.
Okay.
Because I'm using my the microphone, the laptop, rather than my earpiece.
Okay.
We witnessed a miracle.
Ahmad, listen closely. That was a good meal, by the way.
Nice soup, by the way.
I'm in shock. I still don't believe what happened actually happened. I've had about 2 or 3 hours to think about it, and I still don't believe what happened actually happened.
Actually, the meal wasn't very good. Veggie pogo.
First things first. PSG have been inducted into the Brick Academy indefinitely, which means that they can't leave. So whatever happens, whatever they do, they're now an honorary member of the Brick Academy.
But let me let me stop with this. See, my thing is that Ahmad, PSG were in the mud for a very long time, an extremely long time, and I think
how did they leave the Brick Academy? HH.
They got her to the final. That's how basically the PSG were inducted in after Miracle at Camp Nou. The wing was built after the Nightmare in Paris. So they've been in the Brick Academy since Miracle Camp Nou. They've had a wing since the Nightmare in Paris. The moment they reached the final was when the wing came down. So PSG have been a very fabric. Basically, they've been in the Brick Academy since 2017, which is insane. That might be the longest stint that any entity has been in the academy for, which is, because Yogi Love and Sampoli were there in 2018. So PSG have had the longest stint of being inside the academy. So I think it's bad. But Gatlock, do you see, Alex, you see this? See, it's comments like this that will get you banned. It's comments like this that will get you banned. You're on your final warning, bro. You're on your final warning. Mods, watch this dude. Warning,
but since when is Mark Hughes and Niang? I thought Mark Hughes and Niang would be in there longer. Because Mark Hughes hasn't been managing since 2018, and he was probably in there already before.
No. Niang was put in after the 2018 World Cup. Mark Hughes, you might have a point. You might have a point on Mark Hughes, but Niang was there in 2018. So Gatlock.
What did Niang do in 2018? I forgot.
He was trash.
Nothing.
Garbage.
That's why he's in the Brick Academy.
That goal that he scored was a nonsense brick goal that doesn't count. So Gatlock, talk to me. Do Barca have a chance, man?
You see, if this was any other club, I would have said, hell no. But this PSG, they are a team of wonders, a team of many wonders. But I'd like to think that the turning point is just like how I'll admit, even though we insult the dude, Hazard became Zad in 2018. There was a turning point. I think that final was a turning point. You could say, the teams they faced and whatnot, but they still had to do. You can only play who was in front of you, and they're the only team that didn't get battered by Bayern, even though I know it was in the final. But still, that defense held strong against a very good Bayern Munich team. And look, Mbappe is firing, so I don't think. And if this was a strong Barcelona team now, okay, there's a chance. But this Barcelona team in Ibra, so I think it's safe to say PSG are true. I think Barca would win, maybe 2-1, or maybe even 2-2. But is Neymar available for this game?
He'll be on the bench.
Are you sure? Isn't his sister's birthday soon?
Well, according to Ahmad, he'll be around, man. According to him, around.
He's in the squad.
Wow. Okay. And if he's in the squad, then maybe it's going to be 2-2. But I don't see if they come back.
That's what I'm asking. Because
Stop dreaming, guys.
Ever since those two things, the Miracle and Camp Nou and Nightmare in Paris, I have to use if. See, as Gato just said, if this was any other club, I don't want to hear if. Like if Bayern were in this situation, we're not even discussing anything. Any other club, we're not even discussing this. Because it's PSG, it's like, okay, we have to, at the very least, use if. At the very least, we've got to bring in if.
Yeah.
So, Red Devil Man, do you think we could have a 24-hour Wednesday night?
24 hour. No, I mean I was one of the few in the previous game to say that this was going to be domination from PSG simply because Barca's defense was brickish, the same brickish defense that they've had for the last season that's conceded so many goals. And the fact that Koeman then compounded that by bringing Piqué back after, literally just throwing him back into this game, I thought was just absolutely insane. So, if they're going to play a similar back four, I still think they're going to be touched, to be honest. I don't think Barcelona really... I know Abdul was talking about this back three, but the problem with playing a back three is that's you setting up to be defensive. So because you're not playing additional midfield or whatever. So, Barca need to go and score goals and score goals quickly. And one of the reasons why United actually did win in the Nightmare in Paris was because we scored early. We scored our first goal early on, and then the second goal, boom, and then obviously what the VAR decision afterwards. So Barca have to start on the front foot quickly if they're going to score at least 4 goals in this game. They can't just put 3, defend with 3 at the back, soak up the pressure and then go and decide to play football. They need to actually press PSG and cause them problems, which is actually what United did at the time and what obviously Barca did in the Camp Nou beforehand. They can't just sit back. So, but the danger obviously is that if Barca go and press and go and attack PSG, they're going to be exposed.
But see, my thing is that if Barca gets 2 goals, if it's 2-0 going into halftime,
you don't know.
2-0 Barca going into halftime.
You don't know, but the big thing is, I mean, the picture, you saw Mbappe, PK, man. You know what I mean? So like, this is the fear. It's like you press, you press, go up. Like you're always exposed to counterattack, and we already know that Mbappe has the legs on PK and whoever's going to be pairing up with him. So even if Barca would have someone scored 2 goals, they are still very much vulnerable at the back. So I can't see. Even if Barca even somehow win the game, PSG will just have too much for them. What I would say, though, is that they're going to go with the if argument. If they do win, i.e. Barca, and Martin Braithwaite is the reason why
I'm making him a chief. I'm making him a chief.
Yeah, it's gonna be a chief of that. It's gonna be a chief of that, and PSG have to be inducted in the Brick Academy indefinitely. I.e., no matter what they do, even if they win the Champions League later on,
I'm going to make an announcement. Redo, I'll make an announcement.
Bro, the official name is Barca.
No. If PSG get knocked out, and guys, I want you to all listen right now. I'm gonna put myself on screen like that. So this is an announcement for all of you right now. If PSG gets knocked out on Wednesday, it's been called the Brick Academy for a very long time. It will officially be called the PSG Academy. So if PSG manages to get knocked out, it will cease to be called the Brick Academy. It will officially be retitled the PSG Academy. That is booked, that is put in, and put it in there like that, man. Bo, you knew it. You could already preempt it. Okay, so guys, let's do some. Yeah.
Can I ask the panel a question?
Sure.
Are you guys even excited for this game? Because honestly speaking, as a PSG fan, I'm more excited for the Ligue 1 games right now. Because we're in a title race. I've just been honest.
No, I'm actually excited for this game. I just like seeing Barcelona cry in their fans cry. It's gonna be amazing.
We didn't do
Barca match should be good if Barca come back.
No, we will. So wait, let me just hit some of these supers and then we'll do Scotland and then we'll be out of here, man.
Wait, I haven't said anything yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I haven't said anything too.
All right. Also, Suna, man, talk to me, man.
Okay.
Any chance?
Man, HH, you suck at this.
Mute your mic,
this will give you something. This will give you something to think about. The 6-1, the Miracle Cap now. If you take all the goal scorers and say you guys score in this game, PSG win 3-2.
What?
I don't understand. What did he say?
Yeah,
I'm so confused.
He's talking about Neymar.
No, and Kurzawa technically, but that was an own goal. But anyway, I'm saying is everyone that scored for that Barcelona team is gone, and one of them even went to PSG. So
did Messi score?
Yeah, Messi scored. That's why I say 3-2. Messi scored one. Roberto scored one.
Okay. I get you. Yeah.
Now, this is a prime example of a waste of time, right? I remember that Bayern Arsenal video that you made, right? The post-match analysis, the forfeit rule. I think there should be another forfeit rule. I predicted that PSG would win big away already because I didn't see a chance at how Barca would ever do anything against them. And I'm going to say exactly the same thing again. Barca stand no chance. Now, it might not be as big of a destruction because PSG will probably have their foot off the gas, but have no chance. Is Di Maria playing, Ahmad?
Yeah, he came on in the game yesterday, so probably.
He is?
Yeah.
Okay, so Di Maria is going to play. Di Maria is one of my favorite players because the way he plays with the ball, the way he just controls it, the way he dribbles, is very unique. So I think the way that Angel Di Maria plays, it's always bad for Barcelona. Angel Di Maria has on numerous occasions done Barcelona in, like whether it was making Puyol do the splits or whether it was in the 4-0. Like he would always find a way to embarrass Barcelona. So I think because there's a Di Maria, there is an Mbappe, there is a potential Neymar, and because I see Barcelona maybe getting 4 goals or Barcelona keeping a clean sheet, but not both is the thing. Like it's possible, both are possible, but both at the same time not.
But overall, you're saying Barca ain't going through.
Barca have a 0% chance of going through. I swear on my life and my mother's life.
Bro, it's not that deep, man.
It's easy. Leave your mom.
Yeah, that's leave
your
much,
mom
man.
this players, please. Z-Man, talk to me.
Yeah, all right. I guess, I'm going to be realistic about this game. I don't necessarily think that we're going to make it through, but I do think that there is a possibility of us winning this game or, at least bare minimum getting a draw and not getting blown out. In terms of what Barcelona's coming in with, Koeman did change his tactics. It's more of a 3-5-2. And I do believe that the problem with this formation is that I see certain patterns that I've seen regardless of the formational changes, which is outside the box. There tends to be space for midfielders to pick up passes or to take a shot. So I'm concerned about that. And regardless of the 3 center backs we come in with, they're not defensively solid when it comes to one-on-one situations. So if Di Maria or Neymar has his way where he's on a one-on-one situation with an Umtiti, a Longley, or Mingueza, I don't think we're gonna have enough to stop them. Now, in terms of this formational change, what I found interesting and what's been helpful so far is the fact that we have more numbers when it comes to transitional play. We have more numbers, and that's how we're able to cut off spaces. But this team is still lacking. It's still slow when it comes to when we're comfortable, when we feel comfortable on the ball, and we're in the offensive transition. I see too much players going forward, and as soon as the team hits us with a counterattack, we seem to have problems. Like Osasuna, when we faced Osasuna, they had plenty of chances. It's just the lack of quality that ended up hurting them at the end. And in terms of who's going to play this game, I'm not sure that the likes of Griezmann is going to play. I think he's saving Dembele and a Messi up top with Pedri. But again, this is my criticism of Koeman so far.
So do you think he'll use Moriba?
No, Moriba. Yeah, but Moriba is a talented player, but you shouldn't be throwing an 18-year-old into this type of game. He doesn't have that much experience. You don't want to hurt his confidence. This guy's coming off 2 assists and 1 goal. He's better off the bench. So in terms of, and he's a box-to-box player, so he fits Koeman's style of play. So he'll probably be introduced later on throughout the game. So in terms of again, Koeman, it's his lack of substitution. And again, after the Sevilla game, you would assume that in the Osasuna game, you would change the amount of players that are playing. Like Pedri doesn't even have any rest time. This guy's been playing week in, week out, and he's not giving them rest. I mean, we have the same starting lineup that we had against Sevilla. So I'm guessing these players, they're not going to have the legs to keep up because you keep playing them. And some of these players are veterans, and the fact that Jordi Alba and Dest are pushing up high, which still leaves gaps. And I still do think we have a formational problem. And we haven't necessarily been tested like the way PSG is going to test us. So I see this as an interesting game. Can we come off with a win? Yes. But I don't think we have enough to defeat them. We don't have enough to turn this tide. This is not the same squad. It still has the same defensive frailties. Okay.
So before I get your scores, man, let me just hit some of these superiors, man. So from Yasir Saeed, who says, miracle at Paris is needed. We've been through a lot. Yasir Saeed, when you mean we, who? Because I know that you support Manchester United. So who is the we that you're referring to? And a miracle at nothing is needed, because I don't think the footballing world can handle PSG breaking this up. Personally, I don't think they can. Mo, score for the game.
Okay. First of all, I just want to point something out that I forgot to mention. Difference between Miracle at Camp Nou and Nightmare in Paris and today, and this is a big difference, and an issue that PSG failed to address for a long time is the goalkeeper. Keylor Navas is clutch. We know this. Keylor Navas, without Buffon, Man, you don't win. And we know what Kevin Trapp did versus Barca.
Yeah.
So yeah, just something else to keep in mind. Scoreline in this one, I'm gonna say PSG win 3-1.
Wow. Okay. Hassan?
Actually, no, wait, I take it back. They want to make up for the 6-1 at Camp Nou, so this is gonna be 6-1 on aggregate, so they win it 2-0.
So Barca win 2-0 or PSG win 2-0?
No, PSG win 2-0, 6-1 on aggregate. Just for, poetic justice.
No. Hassan, talk to me.
3-1 Mbappe hat trick, man.
Whoa.
And a go-away goal. 3-1.
First of all, Hassan, I don't give a damn about that go-away goal. So you say that Mbappe's going to score 2 hat tricks in both legs with Messi on the pitch?
Yeah, man. Yeah, why not?
Wow. Wilton, what was happening, man?
It's just off topic. Okay, let me ask you this question real quick.
Oh God.
Why? No. It's just a random question. I just wanted to ask you, why is like an Ancelotti, right, with 3 CL gets less discredit compared to Pep, where people always mention Pep in the good convo when Ancelotti has more CL than him?
It's Pep's impact with regards to the tiki-taka football, his overall trophies that he's won. So he won a trophy in every season at Bayern Munich. What's the trophies he won on Barcelona? The World Trophy he won at Man City, 100 points, 98 points in what people consider is the toughest league. Not the best league, but the toughest league. 100 points, 98 points. Might end up with 90-something points this season. So when you just look at his overall thing, it looks his overall trophy haul with regards to the style in which he played, a very definitive style. Compared to Ancelotti, yes, he has those Champions Leagues, but then it's like he didn't do that well in a league with what was an amazing team. And do you know what works against Ancelotti? The big thing against him? 2005.
Yeah, but he won 2 CL with 2 different teams, though. AC and Real.
Wilson, did you look at the state of both of the lineups in that 05 final? Ancelotti will never live that down. I'm sorry, he'll never live that down. Like, that is something where you can win 5,000 World Cups. The fact that you lost to Steve Finnan, Jimmy Traore, Vladimir Smitsa, when you had Seedorf, Pielo, Crespo, Kaká, Shevchenko, Maldini, nah, I'm sorry.
Right, okay, but scoreline, I'm going to go 3-1. I think Mbappe is going to score. I even think King can score again, and I think Messi's going to get another penalty. For some reason, this entire Champions League, all Messi goals have been penalties. He has 4 goals, and 4 of them are penalty. So I do think Barca might get another penalty this game. So I'm going to go 3-1, PSG 7-2 on aggregate.
Gatlock.
I already said either 2-1 for Barcelona or 2-2. But HH, listening to you guys earlier, I don't know how you make a case for, I don't know who Moriba is or Pepsi that is going to play against PSG that's going to make an impact.
I didn't say they'll make an impact. I just throw the kid in there for fun. Throw him in there for some fun, man.
Please don't get him injured. Let's just calm down on his talent.
Okay, Mr. Moriba, you are trash and you're crap.
Yeah, that's
Happy
more
now?
like it. That's more
Thank
like
you.
it. Yeah.
Good. Man, what have things come down to, man? Damn. Abdul.
You broke a record. You broke a record.
Abdul. 5-0 Barca, 4-0 Barca. What are you saying? 6-1?
The first thing I want to say is to Red Devil, like you say, 3 at the back tactic won't work. But looking at your lineup against PSG in the 3-1 win, you were playing with 5 at the back and 2 CDMs. So that clearly worked. So that your point doesn't make sense.
It makes sense. It makes sense based on the fact that we actually pressed PSG from the get-go, and obviously we scored our goal early. But I'm saying Barca need to be on the front foot first, and if you need to score 4 goals, which was the case in some like playing three at the back, like no team that needs to go out and score 4 goals is going to play 3 at the back. Is my point. you know, you're essentially giving them the incentive, the other team, to have the ball if you're playing free at the back, and it's not like you're going to be playing like aggressive wing backs like Chelsea do with Alonso and say Reece James, whoever plays on the other side. You're not going to play that way either. So
yeah, I understand what you're saying, but the thing is with Barca, like we would rather go out winning 2-0 than get humiliated again. So I think this new formation, it's also like if we play 4 at the back, yes, we might get some more goals, but there's no way we're gonna keep you out.
who's scoring your goals as well? By the way, who's scoring them?
Oh, we have a lot of people who can score goals, man.
Don't
underestimate our
give me a
attack. But
freaking
anyway,
scoreline. Give me a freaking scoreline, my friend. Give me a scoreline.
Dembele to break it again.
Barca gonna get smashed 3-0 by PSG.
But I thought you said you're going through.
He's trying
Reverse
to
psychology, dude.
Reverse psychology.
He's trying to tap into that content crack juju.
Basically,
Can I as I say, have we now gotten to such a level now that when we reach for desperation for our teams, we're now resorting to jinxing?
Yeah, you started this trend. You started
it.
No, that's right.
Yeah, you started it.
Yeah, you started this trend.
But guys,
how can you guys, United and they went to go and break City's record? How does that happen?
Wait, guys, I'll be real with you, man. Guys, I'll be real with you. I think the jinx is real, but the trick about the jinx is, I think someone said, I think it was Mo who said it, you have to really believe it. If you do it but you're too aware, it won't work. Guys, trust me, the jinx actually does work, but you can't do it in a kind of way where you are aware that you're doing the jinx. You've got to really believe it.
I don't think you've mastered it yourself, so I don't know how.
I have to be honest, like everything points towards us losing. So
Abdul,
I actually believe everything just points towards us losing.
Abdul, quick question: how many goats does Koeman have? How many goats does Koeman have? If he's got goats to sacrifice, and got some Norwegian gods available, then maybe something might happen. That's what
call Ole, man.
Actually, bro, let me finish. Like the thing is, I honestly believe like PSG are a better squad than us. They have a better team. Don't get too excited. It's not gonna last for too long. But right now, as it stands, like you guys are in a better place. So, of course, you have to win, and I think you will win. And if you don't, bro, don't show up, man. Don't show up.
Okay. So,
guys, just to be clear, if you want the jinx to work, don't try to trick God, okay? Just believe.
No, dude. The jinx was more potent last year. I mean, HH got so many things wrong. I wanted Bayern. City will never lose against Lyon. Barcelona winning 2-1 against Bayern.
Liverpool being
that was before he understood how the jinx works, and I still don't think he understands.
That's the problem. You're just jinxing everyone, every game.
He doesn't even know how to use his own power.
No, because the thing about
I'm pretty sure these guys said Brazil will beat Germany in 2014.
No. The thing about this is that when we did the Manchester derby thing, I won. You have to have no shred of doubt. It's like Moses leading the people through the promised land. You have to have no shred of doubt. So I had not a single ounce of doubt that, no, City, of course, they're going to beat you, United. Of course, it's easy 2-0 double. I'll play them and everything. I was so sure. So because I was so sure, the opposite happens. So the jinx works when I have no shred of doubt.
One question.
Are you so sure that Chelsea finished top 4?
Wait, hold on. Can I ask a question? Remember in 2018 World Cup, didn't you say the winner was going to come from the right?
I don't remember. I plead the fifth.
For those who do not know, Croatia was on the right hand side.
Man, I plead the fifth.
Or bring Abdullahi in HH. Abdullahi is apparently waiting.
The guy's been waiting, man. The guy's waiting. Guys, look, man, come on. Give my man Abdullahi some love. Okay, so Z-Man, give me a scoreline.
I would say probably 2-2.
2-2. Okay, that's fair. At least you don't get pimp smart. Also, Suna, give me a scoreline.
I'd like to go after Abdullahi, please.
Okay. Abdullahi, give.
For the fans who are expecting a miracle in Camp Nou, hell no, that fucking idiot is not happening. The Paris stuff is not happening.
Whoa. Okay, hold on. First of all, kids who watch this show can
For the kids who are watching, guys, I'm sorry, but guys, it's not gonna happen. So, Gatlock, you are here. You can put me anywhere you wanna put me. You can even clip me on clipboard. I don't care, man.
You say put me anywhere that what? Put me where you
You
want.
can clip me in any way. I'm not hitting on Barcelona fans, but this arrogance has to stop. Has to fucking stop. Has to stop.
What does anybody say on this hangout? What does anybody say?
Abdullah don't smoke, man. He don't smoke.
Okay, we have to pause that. Pause. That is like a triple pause. Triple pause. Okay, just keep talking. Just give the scoreline. Don't clip and put anybody anyway. Just give us a scoreline. Give us a scoreline.
5-0 PSG.
Okay.
You guys laughed last time.
Oh, no, look, it's fine. Osasuna, give us.
Wait, HH, have you given a scoreline or not?
I'm not giving a scoreline.
Okay, I say 5-0 PSG.
Okay. So Ahmad is gonna go last. Red Devil, give me a scoreline.
3-1 to PSG. Braithwaite to score a goal.
Now, Ahmad.
Hey, Braithwaite.
Shout out to Infinite Stone, guys. Infinite Stone, shout out to you, bro. Massive shout out to you, brother.
Infinite Stone is in Thanos' hand, so.
Ahmad, can you please give us a scoreline? And Ahmad, when you give the scoreline, can you please be respectful to the opponents that you're facing who are multiple Champions League winners? I need you to be respectful. Thank you, Ahmad.
No, I analyze the scoreline right now because I'm not excited for the game. As I said, it's a small game, but thinking about it, the thing is with Pochettino, the guy is scared. He will play the same style. If Barcelona go guns blazing, it will suit us because we are good in the counters, and that's how Pochettino plays. So for me, I would say 2-0, Icardi a goal, and the Prodigy a goal.
2-0 would be very ironic since the aggregate score would be 6-1.
Which is what's more said. That's what's more said. So
I am not waiting for any 2-0. I am saying a 5-0. Yes,
I know.
I'm saying 5-0 as well because Abdullahi says 5-0. And last time I checked, Abdullahi is a god of predictions.
Guys,
just because you got one thing right.
Look, my friend. So guys, look, I said again.
Aren't we talking about the Madrid derby, bro?
Like I said, you're bad at this.
You see, my thing. No, because really, this is strictly a CL thing, and also I do have to do a few things, but let's round it up with that because this is strictly Champions League. But look, it still happened because I ain't talking about African Manchester derby. Screw that.
Yeah.
Madrid derby. What? So my thing about this is this. Why didn't João Felix start?
Why should have he?
Why should he?
Lorente played pretty good.
Yeah.
Lamar.
He literally made the perfect tactics.
Lamar.
Not even Lamar. Correa.
No. HH. The face of Atletico is Carrasco.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
No. That's the face of Atletico.
So Lamar should have played ahead of João Felix. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Nah, bro, Lamar had a big game. Let's be honest. Lamar had a big game. But I think Felix should have started for Correa. Correa didn't really do much. He missed an easy chance.
You know, can I talk about this? Because I actually have a deep insight on this. Felix is not someone who helps you with the tempo of the game. He is someone who helps you get chances. He's the one who creates the chances. He isn't the one.
And Atletico needed to get a second or a third because as we saw, they became defensive. They sat back and Benzema.
Yes, but here's the thing. Let me continue because I have a reasoning for that as well. The reason that it started out so well is because it was the complete opposite of what I thought it would be. I said that Real would be able to slow down the tempo of the game very much so that Atletico couldn't get any counters. But Atletico kept getting counters because Modric and Cruz were bricking it in the midfield. And so the midfield wasn't doing their job. So because of that, but that was also because Felix wasn't playing, because you had Correa, because you had Lemar, because you had those players who are more guys that are fast, that can dictate tempo more. Felix is the guy that makes the killer pass, but the guys that make it so that the game is fast-paced was the reason that Atletico got so many chances. So you have no room for Felix if you want to actually have that fast tempo. Now, when Zidane...
You're saying Felix should have been benched. You're saying Felix should have been on the bench.
I'm saying it was a correct call. Now, here's the thing. When Zidane brought on Vinicius and he brought on, what's his name? Fede Valverde. They managed to get the midfield control afterwards, which is when I think that Felix should have come on. Because now that Real Madrid are saying, we will control this game no matter what. We don't care about a forward line. Right now, we just need the ball. That means, okay, if we get a counter, we want that guy who has the killer pass. That's time for Felix. So I think when reacting to Zidane, that substitution, and bringing Felix on is a correct thing, not starting with him. Because he actually learned. He actually learned from against Real Madrid against Chelsea.
But Osasuna,
Wait. More and then go to Zeman. More.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, the other thing about Felix, though, it's not that just about the killer pass. He's a decent finisher, and Atleti missed some big chances where, like, if Felix was there, he might have done better. And Carrasco had a good game, but he missed 2 big chances. And so
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying, but I'm saying that if Felix plays, you don't even get those chances as Atletico.
Maybe.
All right. Okay. Zeman, talk to me, Zeman.
And to add on to that, Carrasco and Lamar were really targeting Luis Vasquez and Varane in the sense that they knew that they needed to create spaces in the wide to expand the game. So that was the plan. In terms of the overall game, I thought Loriente was targeting Cruz a lot, because you saw on the sideline that Diego Simeone was like, target him. That's why Cruz was having a bad game, and they kept majority of their plays kept starting from Luis Vasquez's side. That's why they were creating those chances. Just those 1-2 pop-offs. I don't think João Felix is a creative player. But in order for them to create chances, they need a person like Carrasco, who's more.
So basically, let me just get this straight. So Zima, are we now saying that João Felix chose the wrong club and the wrong manager?
Bros,
that's exactly what we're saying. That's exactly what we're saying.
Yeah. No. It's because Carrasco, I think if he had more of an offensive minded, because this is a well-balanced team. This is not necessarily straight up offensive team. And if he is surrounded by players that can do the things that he can, I think that would get the best out of it. But in terms of a playing style, you would say that the Lamar and Carrasco, they perform exceptionally well for what they had to do. So yes, in terms of, he should have probably chosen a different club. But in terms of his overall performance, he's a great player. But yeah.
Wait, let me just say something. So, with regards to Benzema, should we be giving Benzema a lot more love?
He did miss a lot of chances, though.
He did miss a lot of chances, but
those were
not
2
too
big
mad.
saves.
I'm not too mad.
Big saves.
Yeah, he did miss a lot of chances, but I'm not that mad because
everyone knows Benzema's a big.
He just came back from injury, and plus he's the most important player in attack.
I think.
Wait. Okay, Vilton talks. So Vilton, so
I'm not too mad over Benzema. Yes,
that was a huge
he
play
did.
for
He did,
the
but
goal.
he did score. But
he
coming
drew
back
all those
from injury.
4 guys together. Boom.
He's coming back from injury, so I'm not too mad over him. Yes, we should have won this game. I think we should have won, but I think he's just a bit of rusty coming back from injury.
Baby Fed should have won.
What?
Huh?
That said, he had a much better game, though.
I'm saying it was a must. No, I'm saying it was a must-win game for us. We should have won this game. I'm not saying we were the better team. I'm saying we should have won this game because I think now, to answer you, if Benzema goal is the goal that helps Barcelona win La Liga, I'm going to be sick to my stomach, bro. This is going to be disgusting.
For Real Madrid specifically,
I remember saying this in January.
Wait, guys, let's talk. Okay, more. Go to more.
For Real Madrid, like that Benzema goal is key because if he doesn't score, Real Madrid are out of the race. But now they're in it because I was looking at the schedule. Basically, Real Madrid have 3 tough games left: Barca at home, Sevilla at home, and Bilbao away. Atleti still have to face Atletico. but see, Atletico Madrid still have to face Bilbao twice, Barcelona away, Sevilla away, Sociedad at home. Those are very tough games. Barca still have to face Sociedad away, Real Madrid away, Athletic Bilbao, Atletico Madrid. So like Real Madrid have the easiest schedule out of all three, and we saw last season when they came back from lockdown. When they came back from lockdown last year, Real Madrid, they won like 10 games straight to get the title. So they can be like Benzema gave Real Madrid a shot.
The key for Real Madrid.
With Real Madrid, their biggest problem is their small games. Like it's not the huge games that they have problems with. That's their biggest problem.
You have to beat all the teams. Okay, wait, real quick. Red Devil, I'm coming for you, real quick. Red Devil, is your mic there? Red Devil.
I'm here. Yes, I'm here.
All right, Red Devil. Look, what's the problem with your club and your manager? Because no, Red Devil. I'm being. It's not time without doing. Red Devil, it's time that we now get.
Can I get on Nat's receipts? Can I just play that?
No, you can't. You can't. You're playing no receipts.
Okay.
You were supposed to lose. You lose. Chelsea win on Monday. Chelsea behind you by 1 point. So Red Devil, why can't you get with the effing program? What's the problem?
No,
because it's a Red Devil. See, this is the annoying thing. No, see, Red Devil. The annoying thing is that you're not going to win the league. So what's the point? City are going to win the league. So this win didn't mean anything. So why did he have to go and screw everything up? Please explain.
You're not going to win the league either. So what's the point?
I don't get. No, Red Devil, explain yourself. Why did you mess things up?
I mean, you said it yourself, HJ. When you believe so much that there's no chance whatsoever, you get this reverse juju jinx thing, and things start to pop off and happen. And it's funny because as I was watching you guys in the Hangout talking about everyone saying and dissing Ollie, I was like, this sounds really familiar. Like, this always seems to happen when Ollie's job was on the line and he's trash and no one gives him a chance. And then he usually just delivers the result. I'm sure this has happened so many times before. And I was like, haven't these guys learned? Don't these guys know? Like, why if anything, they should be doing the opposite. They should be bigging up United, saying they should be favourites, and then seeing what happens.
Bro, he can't keep doing this forever, though.
Where is By the way, guys.
Red Devil, you don't understand. That's what I've been doing the entire season.
By the way, guys.
What pissed me off is when HH said that. When HH said that Ole was going to get sacked in Christmas, and the guy was top of the league.
Where's Nanta, by the way?
Wait, Red Devil.
I don't want to see Lats anywhere around.
Red Devil.
Oh, bullshit.
Wait.
Zeman.
Would you say Ollie having these patterns of where he goes through 8 games where he's performing extremely well, and then he has a couple of games where he's off form? Would you say this is kind of hindering the development in the next stage for Manchester United, and that they should probably find a new coach because he's taking them as far as he can?
I think what's hindering the club as in the last 8 years is the current board that's in charge. Because I do generally think that, like, if he'd gotten Sancho and Haaland when he wanted them, for example, and got a DM, then we at the very least would be a lot closer to City than we are now. And I certainly think we'd be more would definitely be challenging. But when you're then given in the summer, Tellez, who to be fair has helped improve Luke Shaw somehow. Shout out to Luke Shaw, by the way. Arguably best.
No, you're not doing any shout-outs. You're not doing any shout-outs. Answer the question. You're doing no shout-outs.
Just shout-outs to him. So I was told that Rob
ignore the shout-outs.
Goodness knows what's happened there. And then Van der Beek, who's Ollie hasn't really used. It looks like didn't really want him. And then
he called him. He wanted him.
He called. Well, you know.
So no. But wait. But Red Devil, do you accept that Ollie is using Juju? Do you accept that stuff? It's a simple question.
It's a fact.
It's a combination of his juju and the reverse jinx powers that come against it. This is the thing. So that's why I keep on telling you, if you want to take it down, you actually just big up Manchester United. You say we're afraid.
I can't do that. I can't do
that. To be fair, I wasn't in the Hangout yesterday, but I knew City wasn't going to win this game because for some reason Pep hasn't beat Ole in the Prem ever since Ole took over Manchester United. He has never beat O'Connor in the Premier League. He only beat them in the Carabao Cup. And the other thing, ever since Bruno Fernandes got to Manchester United, These guys have never lost an away game in the Premier League, which is absolutely insane.
Do you know, wait. So, do you know what the funny thing is? And this just to a larger point. This will only hamper Man United's development. Because the key thing is, and unless they want to be honest, Solskjaer is never being a success with Man United. He's never winning a major trophy with United. He's never taking them forward.
This is peak.
But every time if United finish second, and with what they've done against City, guys say, oh no, all is the guy, all is the and so forth. So as much as it's annoying that they won because it messes up Chelsea's chances of moving higher in the table, this will only damage United because the United fans.
Did you think, HH, that after having a £200 million sum with Chelsea Football Club and after saying Germany done. Trebles, did you think that this Norwegian tea teacher would be where he was now? Honest question.
Can you rephrase that question again? Because I was hearing some people. So what? Mute your mic. I believe mute your mic.
My question, HH, is that did you think that given the amount of money that Chelsea spent, did you and the fact that we have a Norwegian PE teacher who was a fraud, did you think that Chelsea would be struggling to get into the top four this time this season? Would be where
I love that question. I love that question. Let me respond. Let me respond to that. 200 million is a lot of money, and you expect that with that a lot of money, you go for the treble.
Yeah.
Red Devil, that money was given to a basement level.
Oh my god! I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. You made top four. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that.
Thank you. Can you mute your mic, please?
Give me buying with that basement.
Can you mute your mics, please? Red Devil, that money was given to a basement level roadman, decrepit piece of trash. Absolute Red Devil, I'm answering your question.
Okay. I was
basement level side chick. Piece of trash, Brexit Route 1, zero tier merchants excuse for a coach known as Frank Homeboy. So, Red Devil, wait, let me answer the guy's question. So,
I'll respond in a second.
That's 200 million being invested. I don't want you to ever use that as a point because it was given to a complete and utter clown. If you give $1 billion to a clown, it's $1 billion, but you're giving $1 billion to a clown.
See, I would agree with you, HH, but the problem is that since you've got this manager called Tuchel, the players that cost that amount of money have not been the players that have really made the impact for said team, i.e. Mason Mount seems to be your current
Frank.
Olivia Giroud.
Let me respond to that.
Wait. It's almost the point that, like, you didn't actually, if you didn't spend that 200 million, you wouldn't actually be that much better off than you are now, even with a different manager in Tuchel, because we're seeing the extra.
No.
Let me respond to that.
Okay. Let Zeman go, then I'll come to Zeman.
Okay, to add on to that, you have to start blaming the board because at the end of the day, I don't think Lampard wanted all these players, and you guys bought these players, and they haven't been able to connect. And you guys are looking for another attacking mid when you bought two players that could occupy that position. That just shows a lack of planning and strategy on the behalf of Chelsea as a board and everyone involved in that institution. The fact that you guys spent 200 million and they haven't impacted your team. And your fans are already looking for replacements in terms of a
Z-Man. HH said that Ziyech was on par with
Z-Man. I never said that. Z-Man, I never said that. Let me respond. No. I'll come to you. Z-Man, first of all, I didn't say any of that stuff that Red Devil said. I never said that. I said nothing. I was quiet. When it was announced, I said, I hope they can do the best that they can, and I wish them luck. That's all I said.
Yeah, but would you blame the board for the lack of planning? Because this seems...
Z-Man.
Wait.
Gatler, get the receipts, please. Gatler, get the receipts, please.
Gatler, don't you dare play anything. Z-Man.
Yeah.
It is very simple. The answer to this whole thing is this. Is the money was used badly. I blame the board. I blame Frank Homeboy. Because Frank Homeboy came with brick targets that he wanted for that amount of money. The board said, you psychopath. If you're not going to give us realistic targets, we're going to use our scouting network and just give you who we believe are the best players based on our scouting. So the issue was the rights manager wasn't given this money, because if you gave the rights manager this money, they'd use that money and buy specific targets that can work in tandem in a team that could then be effective. Because who knows, maybe if they hired Tuchel or they hired Pochettino, he doesn't get Ziyech because he's got a specific way and vision of how he wants his team to play. Lampard's vision was Brexit.
But don't you think, and to add on to that, the whole thing of Chelsea keep buying players that adapt to the manager's situation and bringing in these players and taking out players, that doesn't really build a competitive team in the modern landscape of football. Like you look at Liverpool, and it took them a while to build that team. You guys keep changing and swapping managers and giving them the players they want instead of thinking what player fits into that. What
Let me respond to that.
Wait. Okay, I'm going to come to you straight after this, Abdullah. Let me just do this and come to Abdullah. So, yes, aside, thank you for the dub. Ole beats Pep with McTominay, Fred, Daniel James, and Maguire. Yet people don't rate Ole. And this is management. Well, no, we're not shouting at anybody. Yes, in response to that comment is the very reason why he uses juju and should be investigated. The fact that he is winning with Daniel James, it's not management. It's witchcraft. And all I'm saying is that you can't use witchcraft to win your football games. That's cheating, and that is illegal.
That's the kind of
I will answer the question about Red Devils, Zeman, and I will try to kind of respond everything just basically. In the terms of the 250 you said about Red Devil,
200.
The very first time Lampard was I told the change already. This man is gonna lose. People come at me and call me I am a hater of Chelsea football, and I came out and said it. Lampard isn't succeeding in Chelsea. The reason is because Roman Abramovich is gonna sack him even before his 3 or 2 years he was given as a manager. Because if you look at the realistic target he was targeting, it was literally targeting of players. He said, I want a player I have seen and player I have played with. Lampard retired, I think, in 2016 or 2017. I'm not sure. He hasn't played with Ziyech. He only watched Ziyech on the TV. He hasn't played with Ben Chilwell. He only watched Ben Chilwell. He has not played with Kai Havertz or Timo Werner. He was these players. So, the board gave the money that, okay, you want, because you finished fourth in that first season, you give you this money, now get the player you want. Lampard literally tell us he wants Declan Rice and Tarkowski. No. He said he wants Declan Rice and Tarkowski, and the board said there's Conte, there's Kovacic, and there's Genji. Where would Declan Rice fit in? Lampard could not give an answer. So you can't blame the board entirely. You have to blame Lampard's strategy in terms of the way he wants to get player. You cannot tell me Tarkowski is better than Zuma or Rudiger. Hell no. No, Nana is not getting into that team. Declan Rice is not benching N'Golo Kante. Neither Matthew Kovacic. He isn't.
So Abdullah, just quickly get to your point because I need to.
And to Zeman too, you're absolutely correct. The board has been shambolic. It has been, especially Mangana Ganaskia. Ever since Emmanuel left, we have a bad transfer. Emmanuel was the one who bought Hazard in, Kevin De Bruyne, Salah, Oscar. So he bought Diego Costa, Cesc Fabregas. It was Emmanuel who bought this player in. Ever since Emmanuel left, Mangana Ganaskia has taken over Chelsea Football Club as a sporting director. Our transfer has been abysmal. As a fans, I know the structure of Chelsea Football Club. I'm never mad or getting angry because I know the person running that club. That is why when we want to make it, I look at the club, I'm like, can you guys just use your brain and don't be sentimental about what you guys do?
You're not going to get Champions League football next year. So how are you going to track these players?
Red Devil, meet your mic. Don't you dare say that.
Yeah, you guys.
Zeman, I'm listening.
Yeah, you guys tend to suffer from the same thing as Manchester United to a certain extent. It's the fact, except you guys have great scouts, which I do believe those signings would make sense under the right manager if there was. Yeah. But the thing is, at the end of the day, I don't trust this board to take you to the promised land of the Champions League if they keep swapping and changing. So
Zeman, this same board, we're under the same board. We've won the Premier League, we've won the Europa League, and we've won the Champions League. This is entirely Chelsea structure. I am aware of it as a fan. I know this structure from day one. So it's a structure Roman has been built in for the 15 to 20 years, a long time ago. We know. So it's not about when Tuchel came, I was like, okay, I'm gonna be that was not my first source. Mas Allegri was my first source because I know Allegri is coming and telling them, hey, Marina, if you don't give me my player, this player you bought and I'm not gonna play for the rest of the season, and that's it.
And I
So
do
Chucha
believe
coming in now, I'm reserved. The reason I'm reserved because I want to see what's gonna do when the season finishes.
I do believe Brand is trying to change to the modern markets.
So Yasser said, thanks. So, thank you for the dub. He says, is Gatlock FBI? Why is he always recording people? Gatlock is the ops, and he does work for the CIA and everything, which is why I say that to people, Ahmad, be careful with what you say. Gatlock, he works for the ops. He works for Interpol, and he stays recording people. So, and even if he's not on the Hangouts, he's always here recording everything. So you have to be very wary when he uses stuff, man. From Latin Rosario, shouts.
Yeah.
Shouts out.
Z-Man, yes.
From Latin Rosario, shout out Have Hope for bodying these loser panel. Oh, that's nice. Martin,
the funny part about you is you're a Juventus fans. I'm gonna be laughing if Chelsea just fluke their way winning the Champions League. Don't turn up. You're gonna hate it. You guys are gonna hate it.
Okay,
wait.
Question for the panel. Anybody can jump in. Should João Felix force a move?
Yes.
You know what? I would love for this to happen. I don't think realistically it would, but I would love to see João Felix being managed by Guardiola. I think that would be
insane. That would be
But I
insane.
don't see it happening.
I think he would thrive at Liverpool, City.
Well, Liverpool now is a bit.
Yeah, obviously.
I'm talking about like a realistic target for me. I know it's hard, but I think I told Ahmed before. If PSG lose Kylian Mbappe, João Felix should be the perfect replacement for them. If they lose Kylian Mbappe, they should go for João Felix.
True.
Because under Poch, he's an attacking manager. Under Poch, Felix will improve because Diego Simeone is a defensive manager. He cannot improve João Felix. He's an attacking player and he can score goals when he have that chances.
Okay.
Wait. I want to see. Wait, can I?
Okay. Oh, Doctor, no. I'll go to Zima very quickly, but can you just make an answer? Infinity Stones, can you stop asking for freaking shout outs, please? It is getting very odd right now. Just stay, be in a live chat, and stop asking people for. I don't give a crap if you're 14 years old. When I was 14, I wasn't this much of a freaking nuisance.
Easy.
Can you just please enjoy the live chat and stop asking for freaking shout outs, bro? Please, I'm begging you. The heck? Z-Man, talk to me.
Yeah, in terms of just being a football fan in general, I would love to see Felix under Pep because that's when we're going to see the best out of him. With his creative mindset and the team around him being more proactive when it comes to having an offensive mindset, I think Felix will thrive. He will thrive in that system. He would actually be a monster. Him and Phil Foden. Oh, that would be an incredible partnership.
Shout out Infinity.
Exactly. Shout out Infinity, man. Shout out.
Infinity Stone, don't worry.
Yeah, shout out
At the age
Infinity,
it's 9 years of age. I can understand that, so don't worry.
So you're now painting me as the cruel old fogey man. Who's bullying the young kid? Infinity, don't worry, man. I love you, bro. Shout out to Infinity. Shout out to Infinity, man. Shout out to you, man. Just can't even know what to say. Okay, so are we saying that Atletico have bottled this lead then?
Sadly, yeah.
From 11 points clear, so these guys have. Here's my thing. I don't give a damn whether they bottle the game or anything. Just throw the game against Chelsea in the next few weeks.
Oh, relax.
Speaking of that Chelsea game,
wait. Who said relax?
Chelsea, y'all should be worried about that game because your best player Mount is not playing, Jorginho is not playing, and Trippier is back. He's looking in form. And Llorente is gonna play in his right position this time. So that game looks. I don't know if Jimenez is gonna be back or not for that game, but that game.
Let me respond to that.
If Chelsea are worried that they're worried that because Mount isn't playing, they can't function. That is a sad state of affairs.
Not really, because
That's
when you look at it, it's Havertz not doing anything, Ziyech not doing anything, Timo Werner is a pace merchant.
I don't care.
Vilton,
Chelsea are scared of going into a game because they don't have Mason Mount.
He's your best player right now, bro.
Vilton, if that's the case.
Vilton, see, this is the reality.
Wait. Vilton, if that is the case, that Chelsea cannot function because of Mason Mount, Ahmad, do you have a spot open at your club? I may look for a transfer.
Vilton, this is the reality here. I'm happy it gets suspended. I am happy. Why I'm happy is now we're gonna see either Ziyech or Havertz should be inducted into Class A or Scholar. Now I'm happy. Yes, because Mason Mount has been our best player. I'm not hiding. If Ziyech, Kai Havertz, and Timo Werner doesn't show up, we need to have a discussion about.
William has more assists than Ziyech this season.
It's not the fact that Mason Mount is your best player as it is. If he's out, you can't trust any other player in.
That's what I'm saying. If they don't show up, there's gonna be a problem. Because I trust them to show up. I trust them to do the job. Without Mason Mount, no one can tell me without Mason Mount we can't play football. We can play football. There's other players who can show up without him. So that's why I say I'm happy he gets suspended now. Ziyech, Kai Havertz, Timo Werner, show what you get for us. Show something for us.
But as for your question earlier, I don't think Atleti had bottled the lead because you could say they bottled the lead because they were up by 11 points, but I'm not gonna say anything till the La Liga is over because you never know, they still can win it, and we're not looking in good form right now.
Okay. So last thing before we go, and then I've got to run off. I want everyone just to give. All I want is one answer because I think that there are three potential answers. All I want is one answer. Who wins La Liga? Mo.
Real Madrid.
Oh wow, Hassan.
Elche. I'm joking. Barcelona win.
Okay. Vilton.
Real Madrid has no chance. We trash. Athletics gonna win
this.
Reverse psychology. All right. Gatlock.
I said Barca beginning of the year. I'm going to stick with them.
I did as well. Red Devil.
Atletico Madrid, because if he doesn't, my Diego Simeone agenda is going to go in full force. It's just really.
Zeman.
Atletico, because April we got some tough games. I don't know if we're gonna make it out clean.
Ahmad.
Atletico.
And what's it called? Abdullahi. Who wins it?
Atletico Madrid. I wanted to say something, but I will not say it. Atletico. I wanted to say Huesca, but Atletico will win it. Atletico for me, because this is they must not bottle this league.
You want to say? Why did he say? Why do you want to say Huesca?
Somebody said Huesca in the chat. That makes me laugh. So Atletico for me. Atletico Madrid for me.
Jesus Christ in heaven, Darian. Who did?
Hey, you guys should show some respect to La Liga.
Darren, who do you think is going to get this?
Well, it all depends, right? If Barca come against PSG, I'm going for Barcelona treble.
Goduro, man. Shout out to Goduro.
I hear Barcelona treble.
No, I said, right? If PSG mess it up and Barca goes through, I'm going all in for Barcelona treble. If they get knocked out, Atletico Madrid.
Okay.
Go wait with the treble. We've got a discussion.
Wait. So from Lassia Laid, who says, every Chelsea fan I know doesn't rate Mount.
That's true.
Well, we do.
Said,
we do. You
haven't met, and I rate him. I call him Mount.
I rate Mount.
Mount is incredible. He's one of the biggest talents in the world. I've always said that.
Guys, he's a very good player.
Guys, peace out. Stay true. Stay real. And I will see you guys Monday for Everton Chelsea, and for the CL thing, I'm going to see you guys Tuesday.
It's shout out to Damian Perez.
Are you doing an hangout?
Damian Perez. Shout out to you, bro.
Shout out the whole chat.
Damian Perez. Shout out to you.
Okay, how many shout outs do we know? So guys, can we get to all the shout outs?
Shout out to you, brother.
Shout out the whole chat.
Shout out everyone.
Shout out to you.
Shout out to Infinity. Shout out to Jojo. Shout out to all the Damages. Shout out to Martin Rosario. Shout out, bro. Shout out.
Shout out Sergio Control.
Shout out to
Alex.
Shout out Salam. Shout out Alex. Shout out BV.
Martin Rosario. Shout out.
Shout out to everybody, man.
Shout out to everybody.
Shout out to Infinity. I know, bro.
All right, guys.
Shout out to Wesley.
Shout out to everybody in the live chats. Shout out to everyone in the live chat. Peace out. Peace out.
Shout out to
Peace out. We're out.